All right, I think we're on. There we go. All right. Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure we're on right now.
Yep.
Welcome to episode 65. 65 karaoke host Q&A. Don't really know why we called it that, but we did 65 weeks ago. We didn't know we were going to keep doing this after a couple of weeks. So here we are, 65 weeks later, and we have some hosts with us. We have some guests with us. We're going to see how this goes. As usual, we have people coming later. I'm just trying to set this up on my computer. Don't mind me being distracted for a second. Video producer. What? All right. There we go. Better. And there we are. Okay. Let me introduce who's here. In case you've never been here, I will introduce everybody. I'll tell you the rules, which are short and sweet, and then we'll go and start asking questions, answering questions. It'll be fun. So our current hosts that are here, we have a tall drink of water.
Hi, everyone.
We have Mego Mayego.
Hello.
I don't know why it's looking at me, but that's fine. We're all on right now, right? And that's it for hosts right now. We got our other hosts, they'll be here at some point. We'll get there.
What about yourself, Jeff?
Well, I mean, I'm just here. I never introduce you're right. You know what? I never introduce myself, but I'm not gonna. My name is on the screen, Jazzy Jeff / Lord Baltimore. I haven't decided where I'm going yet. But you're right. I never do that. That's a good point. 65 weeks later, nobody knows who the hell I am. It's fine. But we have some guests here tonight. We have the lovely Leona back for more shenanigans and questions. And a brand new special guest, Steve the Pirate. Welcome, Steve.
Hello.
All right. So here's how this works. We have 450 questions. We're not going to get to all of them, most likely. We have 450 questions. We basically go around to everybody. We pick random numbers, 1 to 450. Whatever question is at that number, we ask it. Everybody answers the question. And that's it. We all answer together. Nobody's put on the spot. Nobody has to just answer the question by themselves. There are very few rules here for the first time watchers and participants. Very few rules. Don't say anything illegal, obviously. World, we don't want to say anything illegal, right? Everyone's watching. The world is watching.
Or incriminating.
Or things you just don't want people to know or hear. I think that's really the biggest rule. We don't play music in the background just because copyright stuff. We get like copyright hits on it, and have fun. I think that's it, right, Amanda? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So Steve, you're our a brand new special guest. Let's start with you. Pick a number 1 to 450, and you'll see. Oh no, wait, forget we can't pick numbers yet. We have a conversation to have. I forgot. Before we start with numbers, Leona, we were having a conversation on Thursday, and we want everybody's input. So we thought we would start with this. We were talking about shape shifters versus skinwalkers. Just like, I don't know how it came up. Is there a
difference between them?
Yeah.
That's the question, Megan, isn't it?
Don't fact check it yet, Megan. We want you. Like, we don't just start on there already. We want to know what you think they
Correct.
are.
I mean,
yeah, don't check it yet.
Don't check it yet.
I've thought about this a few times, but I mean, every time I come across it in literature, books, or whatever, it seems like skinwalkers have a specific thing that they turn into, and that's the only thing they turn into, whereas shapeshifters can do anything. But shapeshifters can be skinwalkers, but not all skinwalkers are shapeshifters.
Shapeshifters can be skinwalkers, but not all skinwalkers can be shapeshifters. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah. We argued this for, not argued, but we discussed it for a good 20 minutes, probably, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say 10, 15, but yeah. I mean, what do you think?
Right, Steve and Amanda, you both can, jump right in.
I've honestly never thought of it, not once in my entire life. So, okay.
I mean, I've read through creepypasta and other like no sleep on Reddit. Never really had an opinion either way, unfortunately.
Well, I did look it up.
I thought a shapeshifter and a skinwalker were like the same thing. I thought it was, like a shapeshifter can turn into anything. And I just thought it was another word for skinwalker. That's what I thought. I'd never heard of a skinwalker until Thursday.
Right. Right. And so, wow, what we got up here.
Skinwalkers are
Thunder's-
common in Native American mythology.
Correct.
Yes.
So that's the difference, right? And so we are Thunder 69. Welcome. We're talking right now about the differences between shapeshifters and skinwalkers. If you'd like to throw in your opinion, we haven't looked it up yet. Really, I looked it up, so I can't say anything. But yeah, nothing. Are you either one of those things? I guess that's a good first question.
I mean, I'm definitely not comfortable with my own skin, so does that mean anything?
That comes with age.
So maybe you're a skinwalker. No, I don't know. No, you're a shapeshifter then. You could be a shapeshifter then. I don't know. I'm going to spill it because it's basically what I looked up was that a shapeshifter is a creature capable of changing its appearance at will. And a skinwalker is a person in certain Native American mythologies who can transform into any animal when wearing its pelt. So you have to be wearing its pelt to transform.
And they're human, where
Yeah.
shapeshifter is not.
Correct. Right. A shapeshifter is a creature and a skinwalker is a person, is human. So.
Well,
Also-
I mean, you've also got shapeshifter as a power, like superpowers. That is a thing,
Mhm.
I think.
Oh, you didn't talk about the superpowers, Jeff.
We did not. We
Superpowers.
did not. Let's add that. Let's add that to the conversation. So, right. You mean the shapeshifter superpower? Is that what we're?
Yeah, Megan just said something about their superpowers. What superpowers do they have?
Do they have superpowers?
Well, no, I mean, like you can, if you were a superhuman with superhuman abilities, maybe shapeshifting could be one of them.
Talking about like animorphs or something like that. That's the
Yeah,
only thing that really
animorphs
comes
are
to mind.
shapeshifters. Like
Yeah.
Animagus
Animorph.
from Harry Potter are shapeshifters via magic, you know? Like,
Oh,
Jeff would know nothing about that.
I would know nothing about that. Yeah, you're throwing Harry Potter references at me. I have known nothing.
wait, but didn't you get to book 2?
I got to book 2. Did I get to that part? Did I skip that part? I don't know.
No,
You only
You
get
didn't
halfway
get through
through
them,
book two?
Jeff?
I got through book 2, but then
I
Eddie didn't
think
live
you
up to his
should
end
have
of the
gotten to
agreement.
McGonagall.
Oh yeah, I did. You're right. She was in like the first page, like literally, the second page maybe. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Is that an animorph
Yeah.
or is that a shapeshifter?
No, she's called an animagus. That's what they're called
Oh,
in
gotcha.
the Harry Potter universe.
All right. So I did get to that because I think that was within the first few pages.
Yes, it's when they dropped off Harry at the doorstep.
Yeah, that was also the beginning of the movie, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and not everyone can do it in Harry
Right.
Potter world.
Harry probably can't do it because he sucks.
No,
Facts.
No.
but he can talk to snakes.
Yes, that part I also got to that. That was the first book. So no, I did. I read the first 2 books, but then Eddie didn't live up to his end of the agreement, which was watching a season of Lost for every book that I finished. So
Well,
I
now that
stopped
it's on
reading.
I don't
Hulu,
blame him.
I mean,
But is
it
it
was
free?
it was an agreement. It was an agreement, and it didn't happen. So I stopped.
I always thought Lost was a little overrated.
I never got into
mean,
Lost.
Loved
so.
it.
I haven't seen a single episode.
I don't think you're missing much.
Lost was definitely a show.
I mean, they were hurt by a writer's strike in their 3rd season or something. I like it. That was horrible for every show. But
Was that a different writer's strike than the one I'm thinking of? The one that happened in like 2010,
Probably the same.
2009?
no, it's probably the same one.
Yeah, because that hurt. What was that show?
It hurt Glee really bad.
What was that? Something not Sunset Strip. I don't know. It had like Jamie Foxx in it, and it was basically like, let's do a show about SNL. And I loved it. It was the people who wrote West Wing, I think, did it. And it had great 2 seasons, and after the writer's strike, they canceled it.
Yeah, that was the
Sad.
problem with a lot of shows. Got like Heroes that started off strong, and then
Yeah,
got shit on by the writers.
Heroes was great.
It was, and I think that's what happened to like shows like Lost too. It's like they were like, oh shit, like what do we do? We just lost half a season, and they never followed back up on those threads that they started.
Yeah, I think I just forgot that Lost was a show
Yeah.
at that point in time.
Maybe it's shapeshifted into something else. I don't know.
I wanna look up this show now.
Every good like series though has a season that you're like, man, you know?
True.
Ray Donovan, like, you know, I've stuck with Ray Donovan. And the first season was good. The second one was good. The third season, I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this? The fourth, fifth season, I was like, this is why I watch this. Like, you just knew, you know what I mean? It was gonna be fucking great. And it
Sometimes,
I don't know if it's still on, but the last couple of years have been fucking great.
sometimes you have to hang in there. You can't let it go. Like if you like a show at the beginning, it's like, okay, I'll watch another season and see what happens.
Yeah, I think Sopranos 3 and 4 I was like, you know.
It's all right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I've also noticed that with a couple of Fox Network shows that I've watched recently, two notable ones being Bones and House, where they just reach a point in their show where it just goes off the rails completely because I don't think the writers have any idea what to do next. And so it just gets so weird, and it's not even the show that it started as in the beginning. And I just like, it's doesn't fit and it feels weird because after the show ends, you're like, why did I spend so much time watching that?
I mean, that's the network's fault because they make them keep going and keep going and keep going instead of saying, hey, I wrote, you know, I have 5 seasons worth of idea for this show. Like, let me start it and finish it and be done with it. And they don't. They say, oh, this is really popular. This is getting us a lot of money. So let's go on for 7.
That's what happened to Supernatural.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that show got weird.
Season what, 15 now?
I think they just ended, but I'm only on season.
They are.
I'm only on season 3. But now they're like, let's have a prequel to Supernatural. Like what?
I mean,
it was meant to end at season 5.
Right.
That was the plan.
but that's the age-old quote. You either die as the hero or you live long enough to become the villain.
Or at the very least, uninteresting.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
I'm only on season 3, Steve.
Whoops.
I'll forget by then.
Although I think I will say that there is one season in particular that I'm thinking of, and I can't remember which it is. I think it's like season 8, that the villains are actually pretty good in Supernatural. So I appreciate that one season outside
I've been to
of the
Supernatural
original
Con
5.
against my
Did
will.
you really?
Yep, it was in New Orleans. So of course
that?
we were like, bet, let's go. They have a Supernatural convention, or at least used to.
Yeah.
And we went one year because again, me and my wife she drugged me into that show. We had watched all 12 or 13 seasons at that point. And so next best thing to do is to, get to see half the guys from Bands of Brother plus every other people that's in Supernatural. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, some of them are fun. Some of them, if they do it right, the conventions can be a lot of fun.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
good. But I got to jump back into that. I got to find out what happens after season 3. So I go 2. I don't even know where I am. I think I'm on the end of 2 or 3 or whatever. But all right. Well, that's our shapeshifter conversation. Fantastic. And we went off on the rails like we always do to TV shows instead, which is just fine. That's what we do. This is how this works, Steve. We start somewhere and we end up somewhere totally different.
Fantastic.
And so I'm going to go to you for the first number. If you want to pick a number 1 to 450, we'll see what these questions look like.
Number I have in mind is 420.
420.
Nice.
Nice.
Rolling. Here we go. Let's see. What food brings you back to childhood? That's for everybody, not just for one person. Anybody can answer, but feel free, Steve, if you have it right on top of your head.
Mac and
Cheese
cheese.
tomato soup.
Whoa. What happened?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. From where?
Just like Kraft mac and cheese, actually.
Kraft, the box one.
Exactly. Unfortunately, but still, you like cut up some hot dogs and put it in there. Boom, you got protein, even more protein, and it's a meal.
So it's funny because we were in Maine this weekend, and we went to a restaurant. I went to get lobster. My daughter got the mac and cheese. She's 9, and she was like, "This is the best mac and cheese like I've ever had." And can we go back to that restaurant tomorrow? Because I've never had this before. And we're like, yeah, why don't we just go home and get it for you, like in the box, like and make it. Like, she's like, oh my God, I love this. Can we literally like begged us to go back to that restaurant the next day? And I'm like,
Or it's easy to make. You guys could buy the stuff and make it from scratch and be like a little family, super easy. You just boil pasta and some flour and some cream or butter,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
but
the
no,
only kind of mac
Cheese.
and cheese that's worth eating is the baked kind.
it literally was the Kraft mac and cheese she was talking about, like not just mac and cheese. She's like, this one. She's had mac and cheese before, but this one was the best one ever.
With the powdered cheese.
With the powdered fucking cheese.
It is good though. It is
Honey or
good.
no?
I don't know if she put milk in it. I don't even know how they made it. But she was like, this is the best mac and cheese I have ever had. And I'm like, oh my God, like, really? We can get you this for like $1 at home. We just paid $10 for this.
Yeah.
Anyway, mac and
It's
cheese.
the allure of the
delicious.
restaurant. Like anytime I have a salad at a restaurant, I'm like, oh, this is so good. And then it's never the same if I make it at home. It's just because someone else made it for me and I didn't see it being made. It just
Yes.
appears. Makes
But
it taste
making
better.
salads is a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, food definitely
think-
hits different when somebody else makes it.
Yeah. I think I'd have to say, I mean, there are probably many that I can think of, but right now I'm thinking of toaster strudel.
Toaster strudel, like the
Yeah.
box one. Yeah.
Yeah, the frozen one that you have to put in the toaster and squirt the icing all over, Yeah, that one.
Sometimes still frozen in the middle, no big deal, or
Yeah.
boiling lava hot. Yeah.
Like
It's like a
lava
hot
hot on
dog.
the outside and like
It's like a little burnt on the edges, and it's still frozen in the middle.
Yep.
can't taste anything for days afterwards because you burned your mouth on the outside of it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. It's like a hot pocket, pretty much the same thing.
hmm
So I'm
Amanda, you said
changing.
something- Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm changing mine. At first I had said grilled cheese with tomato soup, but I'm changing it to goulash, which is just macaroni with canned tomatoes and hamburger meat, like scrambled hamburger.
Wait, what was that? Mashed potatoes as a hamburger?
Oh, macaroni.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I don't know where I heard mashed potatoes, but I did. Macaroni, scrambled hamburger, and what?
And just like a canned tomato.
Oh,
My
yeah,
dad
we
made
call
the
that
shit out of
American chop suey.
We call it the goulash.
Yeah, I've heard of goulash,
Delicious.
Actually, that reminds me of Hamburger Helper.
but it's better because
Yeah.
I don't know, because the hamburger helpers, you get the powder and all that stuff, but like the homemade
Yeah.
goulash, oof, on point.
It is. Yeah, no, that is the best one. I used to make it with pepper and onions though, also. And then like throw the rest in. It is delicious. Yeah. I haven't had it in a while. But I didn't realize it was called goulash. I thought it was just, we always called it American chop suey, or I've heard it
Yeah,
called.
that's what we called it.
Did you? Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've heard some people just call it macaroni and hamburger. Like it's, yeah. But they're like, there's other shit in it. It's not just macaroni and hamburger. What about you,
Yeah,
Jose?
my grandmother used to have a friend.
Oh.
She was, Nanny was her name, and she was like 80 pounds. And she drank Milwaukee's Best, and she chain smoked 100 cigarettes. And they lived in Florida, so they were like, brown with like white hair and wrinkles, like just bag of bones. She was like a bag of bones. This woman would just like, she's dead now, of course, but she like would fall asleep, and she would like talk in her sleep, and she would like pick up her beer. Like, think it was her grandson calling her, like fall asleep with cigarettes lit. We used to actually stay with her when we would go to Florida. But she used to make this Hungarian goulash. It was like the one thing Nanny would make, and she would make this big pot of it. It was so good, and it was in like a brown gravy. And it was like beef with like carrots and onions, and she would serve it over rice. But I think there was some kind of, we could never get it right. I think there's like some kind of cream in it too.
So it was a brown gravy and not a sauce.
It was a sauce of sorts, but it was brown. It wasn't
Not
like
not a tomato sauce. Sorry, yeah.
no, not a tomato sauce, correct.
Like turkey gravy kind of thing?
No, because it was beef. It was a beef.
I mean, that like brown consistency
Cream.
of gravy.
It was dark in color. Like it was brown, like brown gravy, or like
Like a roast beef gravy.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
hmm
Huh.
Yes.
Is that your childhood food, or is that
No,
something you
but we were
know?
talking about goulash, and I thought a little of me.
Yeah.
And so no, mine is any like, I would say like sandwich bread with like any sandwich that has like American cheese and yellow mustard in it. Because every sandwich I had with a kid had American cheese and yellow mustard in it for school. So any sandwich.
White or yellow cheese?
My mother would buy white.
Does it taste different?
You know?
Really?
There's a little difference. I think the orange.
Yellow cheese is unnatural.
I didn't ask that. Does it taste different?
Not when it's made by Kraft, individually wrapped, but
Well,
That's
now
not cheese.
tastes a
That's
There's
little
also,
different.
there's
cheese
also
product.
Kraft singles versus Kraft cheese. There's two different things. Here we go. We're going off the rails.
Different?
The Kraft singles aren't cheese. They're cheese product.
Yeah.
Kraft has cheese though that is actually cheese as well. That's individually sliced. Yeah.
But those come in
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, the Ziploc packages like Sargento. Those are
Correct.
real cheese. But the
Right.
Kraft
Oh,
singles,
okay.
those are cheese product is what they're called.
Right. The wrapped one, Leona, that you have to take the package off, like those cheese
Yeah.
product. Yeah, those aren't real.
I think it's like this. I mean, is canned cheese the same thing? I feel like Kraft
Yeah, Cheese
singles
Whiz.
and the canned cheese, like Cheese Whiz, are like
Velveeta.
essentially
Yeah,
kind of-
Velveeta
yeah.
was what I was thinking.
it's
The
like the
Velveeta
same
canned
product,
cheese,
just in a different form.
Yeah, but it
Velveeta
comes
is a
from the
cheese
can,
product
so it's
too.
Yeah,
But the
Velveeta's not real.
canned one is. The canned one is. Not like they also have real cheese that you can get, but Velveeta is cheese product as well. Oh, I don't even know. Does Velveeta have real cheese? I actually don't know that. That might not be true.
I'm checking.
Check it out. Let's find out. But
I think
Kraft,
cheese products melt better than straight cheese.
you think cheese
Yeah.
product melts better? Is that what you said?
Yes, that is what it is. Velveeta is a cheese product.
All of it?
I am reading.
Well, I'm gonna hashtag that because
I mean, like cheese doesn't actually melt like that. No cheese melts like that unless it's maybe a soft cheese. But the whole reason why it was created is so it melts a specific way.
What about pizza cheese? You know, that melts
the
pretty
cheese
well.
is
Mozzarella.
Yeah.
Like the softer the cheese, the smoother it's gonna melt. And cheddar is not a soft cheese.
Oh, cheddar melts like shit. Like that's
Yeah.
yeah.
But Velveeta
brown.
is meant to imitate American cheese, which is like similar to a cheddar.
I've never seen shit melt.
I've never also seen shit melt, but I assume that fuck you.
It's got 2% or less of cheese culture in it, and the rest of the ingredients are anything but cheese. Pasteurized
disgusting when
processed cheese spread.
I-
It's a cheese spread.
And I ate that, Leona. I ate the same cheese like my whole childhood and didn't realize it wasn't real cheese. Like that, you unwrapped it and you ate like 10 of them. You'd fold it into like 15 squares and like eat a square. I don't know if anybody else did this, but you eat it like a square at a time. Like they were like this big, and you'd be like, oh, it's like a snack.
Well, those weren't the ones like that were regular American cheese. Land O'Lakes, that's what my mother buys, American cheese.
Those are real.
I always wanted the ones that were individually wrapped. I don't know why. I mean, it was just commercials, you know?
No, you had the good cheese. Land O'Lakes is the good cheese, the real cheese.
The real cheese.
The real
It's
cheese.
so good.
The actual cheese.
It was American.
Land O'Lakes American is real cheese. No, that is. It's the Kraft American that's cheese product. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But then they actually sell in a separate like Ziploc pouch. It's called Kraft cheese. But it's
Right.
real American cheese. It's not wrapped in a plastic bag. Whatever.
American cheese was created in the 1910s.
Of course it was.
It's blended from cheddar, Colby, or similar cheeses.
Really? It's not
Mhm.
just cheese.
That
It's
makes
not-
sense.
It's not just like American cheese. It's not like a specific kind of cheese. It's
Oh.
processed cheese made from cheddar, Colby, or other similar cheeses.
Those are all like they're cheeses that are made here in America, right? So aren't they all American cheeses?
So American cheese is the hot
Well,
dog.
it's like
of cheese.
it's oh my gosh, dog. What?
The hot dog of cheeses. That's what it is.
I don't know if you can hear her, but she is sounding like R2D2 right now.
Yeah.
It's colored with a natto, which I don't know.
What the hell is that?
Nachos a color.
Yeah, it is an orange red condiment and food coloring.
Nacho is a color.
Like it's like
And the color.
ANNATO.
Wait, is the color named after Nacho? Is the Nacho named
No,
after
it's Anato. ANNATTO.
Oh, a Nacho.
A nacho.
Some
Sounds like
poor
a
soul was
nacho.
just like nacho. And
A nacho is the color nacho.
yeah.
If I could spell that, I would hashtag that. I don't know how to spell it still.
She just spelled it out for you.
Yeah, well, I don't
A
remember.
nacho is a nacho.
No, it's the other way around. Megan can hashtag that one. She has half of it on her screen already.
I mean,
Natto can be nacho, but nacho cannot be a natto. It's kind of like the whole Skinwalker shapeshifter debate.
yeah,
earlier.
there you go.
Is it the
I
same?
put it in the Twitch chat.
Oh, all right, good, perfect. A natto. It's okay. Thanks. That helps. Okay. Well, my childhood, which is where we started, my childhood food was my grandmother used to make knishes that were really good.
What are they?
What?
What are those? I've never heard of them.
They
I
are,
don't know what they are.
They are, what the hell do they use? It's like Pillsbury, it's almost like they use crescent roll. Well, she did use crescent roll, those tubes of crescent roll. She would take that and she would put cheese, onions, Hamburg, something else that I can't remember, but I do have the recipe. And then mix it all together and then put it in the crescent roll basically and flip it all over and bake it. So it's basically this delicious thing in the snack crescent roll. Yeah, so that's like the one that, and my grandmother just made everything I liked, I guess. It was that and the butter cookies that Eddie actually made one week on the show.
Those were good.
Those two things, but she would make the same things for every like Jewish holiday, and so we would eat them, and fucking they were delicious. And yeah, when I was a kid. So, and I've tried to make them, and I can't make them like she did. Fucking, I have no idea how to make that shit. I was close. I was like this close, but it had that. I think it was just like grandmother magic that was just in there, and that just like made it better. Yeah, that's an ingredient. I don't know if you guys know that.
Oh
Grandmother
no, 100%.
Definitely.
It's love.
I mean,
with,
I've
like,
got-
a pinch of spite.
It's
Yeah.
what?
It's love. It's love with like a pinch of spite.
Love with a pinch of spite.
Like
sounds
I've
about
got
right.
jars of like strawberry freezer jam and apple butter in my fridge right now because I can't make them, but my granddad does. And they're amazing.
Can you spell that?
No.
The word? It's like, because I think we call them
Anato?
kolache
What is that?
with a K. That sounds right, like a collage. That's like, it's basically, yeah, like, because we'll put like, you can put cheese, you can put like a sausage in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do cheese and sausage, sometimes you use jalapenos. Because we have this place called Kolache Kitchen, but no one knows how to say the word because it starts with like a K or whatever.
Oh, it was this. What are you talking me? Like what I
Yeah.
had? My grandmother's. It was a
Mhm.
knish. That I think, or
Knish.
K, and it might not even have an I in it. It might just be like this. I have no idea how to spell it.
Oh, it's KNISH.
There,
Okay.
see, I had the
But
second time.
kolaches, I know what you're
It's
talking about. Steve.
Ashkenazi Jewish.
Okay.
Did not know that.
Different
Wait,
thing.
what's
then.
that? What's the thing Steve was talking about? Is that different?
Is it? Or how different? Yeah.
How different is it? Right. Sierra's in the chat. She said she always makes snacks out of crescent rolls. Yes, you can put anything in there. Right. You can. Put,
Yep.
It's like, yeah, you can put anything in a crescent roll. It's delicious.
I would put chocolate chips and like orange zest in some of mine. Roll them up.
In a
But
crescent roll.
what?
Yep.
What was the first bit?
Chocolate chips and orange zest.
Oh.
Real
Oh.
good.
Wait a minute.
Hot chocolate croissants.
Oh, well, that's different though, isn't that's not a sweet crescent roll kind of thing. It's a like salty.
So sweet
With
and salty go together. Chocolate covered pretzels.
True.
Yes.
Megan, are you talking about like regular crescent? Oh, they like dessert rolls, like
no,
the
the
cinnamon
crescent
roll.
rolls. You just put chocolate, a little bit of like mini chocolate chips and orange zest in them,
Oh,
and then roll them up.
it's not the cinnamon bun one. It's actually the salty one. Or it's like it's like a
Yes, Jeff, you're
It's the
adding
plain
the
one.
sugar. You're adding
The
the
plain
sugar. It
one.
doesn't need to be sweet already.
right.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Interesting.
I think I
just-
think I also put like cheese in them, mascarpone cheese. I think it's been a while since I made them.
Ooh. Megan, I feel like you have to bring these. And
I need
the
baking
dough takes
supplies
on,
first.
okay, so the dough. So our chat says the dough takes on the taste of ingredients, right? So I actually thought
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it's like a pie crust, right? I thought it was a salty like dinner
Not
thing,
some.
but it's
Mm-mm.
not. It's whatever you put in it. It like just.
yeah.
But I see what you're
Wait, do
saying
you
too,
always
Leona,
think
like-
crescent rolls were savory?
I did. Yeah.
Have you never had a
Mhm.
plain crescent roll?
Nope.
They're sweet on their. At least I think they're sweet on their own.
They're a little sweet. Yeah. I mean, they're like that sweet, buttery, you know what I mean? They're all
Yeah.
croissant. They're like pretty similar to a croissant. The closest you're gonna get, you know what I mean?
The butter makes them salty.
Yeah.
I see. I've been schooled. It's fine.
Yeah, I think about croissants. Like sometimes you can get like a filled croissant, or you can get a savory croissant or a chocolate chip croissant.
Yeah. Okay.
People put butter on their croissants. Others put jam on their croissants. New
Alright.
buttery bread, sweet.
True. You can get
They're
a
like
ham-
biscuits. You can make them sweet or savory.
That's
Yes.
okay. Yeah. I just always assumed they were savory and not sweet, but I guess it depends what's in them. Good. Well, I learned something today. Oh, what is this? Texas Kalashes, a hearty breakfast pastry found at donut shops around the great state of Texas. Do I have to say it that way?
You don't have to.
I mean, I'm reading what you put here. Light fluffy yeast of dough that surrounds a sausage, typically cheese and jalapeno are included. Because it's from Texas, it has to have jalapenos. Pastries came to Texas by the way of Czech immigrants. Oh, interesting. I've never heard of a kolache. Now I need to try that.
They're good.
PR Thunder 69 put in our chat that he fucking loves butter. You could just say it out loud. You're on the street. You're like,
Right here.
You're not my dad.
I understand. Thank God. You could just say, I fucking love butter. You just interrupt everybody and say it.
Look, my mouth was full. Like I needed to put it
Of
immediately.
butter.
Of steak and cheese.
Does
What
that
kind
have
of butter do you buy, Jose?
I don't know. I've been experimenting with different butters.
Yeah.
So, like, usually I get like the Land O'Lakes with the olive oil.
That's the one my mom, she
So
swears by that.
good. It's so good.
Right now I
Mhm.
have this brand Olivio, I think it's called.
Oh, okay. That's another olive oil butter. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I fucking love olive oil butter.
Have you ever tried Kerrygold?
Yeah.
That's good.
The
Yeah, it
Irish
costs
butter?
money.
Oh, so good.
I like Kate.
So good.
You see Katie's in the supermarket?
Hmm?
Vermont. Sweet churned butter. It comes in a stick.
Yeah. I
Check
used
that.
to get
A
butter
little
from I
pricey,
used to-
but it's delicious. Sorry, Jeff.
It's worth it though. No, it's worth it. I used to get butter from the Vermont farm, like up in, I forget the name of the farm now. It was Shelburne Farm in Vermont. They used to make butter there. Like, oh, they used to make everything there, but it was a farm. But their butter, like right from the farm, was always better than the supermarket butter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, has anyone ever seen like 3D shaped butter? I've only seen it once ever in my life, but when I was young, like in 3rd grade, I would hang out at my best friend's house all the time, and her family had butter that was shaped like a little lamb.
Shaped like what?
A lamb.
Lamb shaped butter.
Yeah.
Like, were they like little tabs, or was it like a butter roll?
No, it was like a lamb.
Long- It was, like a whole lamb.
Like a
But
lamb.
that's like a mold. Somebody had to have made that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the only time I've ever seen it, but they would buy butter in the like a 3D model of a lamb.
What's happening here? We have in our chat, we says the turkeys are the trees. What are we talking about? Turkeys. Turkeys and the trees. I don't know.
Shapes
Sherry.
of the butter.
They do them for the the shapes of butter. Butter turkeys.
Oh
for
yeah,
Thanksgiving. Oh, butter turkeys for Thanksgiving.
I haven't seen
Yes.
those, but I believe they exist.
Thank you for yelling at me in the chat. It's great. I love
To believe.
capital letters. It's the only way I pay attention, I guess. Okay, so we've talked for like 34 minutes about butter. It's great.
Oh,
Oh, I
you
have
want to see
the
a photo of it?
what?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I want to see the little lamb butter.
Okay.
I always want to see pictures of lamb butter.
With a big lamb butter?
Oh my God.
You're gonna have to zoom that up, Megan.
Let's
Can't
see.
make it too big because it won't let her.
Oh.
It has to be
Maybe
within her
this is-
screen.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
Thank you. She can do it.
Oh, look at that. Lamb butter.
It looks like
Yeah.
a dog.
That one's a ram.
A ram.
Oh, ram butter, lamb butter. It's the
Oh,
same.
that one looks
But then
like a
you-
sheep.
then you've got some really
Oh, I
sad
see it
looking
now.
ones. These are also oh, maybe it's for Easter, but it looked kind of like this. I mean,
Now it's Easter butter. We got turkeys for Thanksgiving.
a whole cow.
That's like a cow. Is it a cow?
Yeah, that's a cow.
Okay.
Cow butter.
Cow
That
butter.
makes more sense.
Yeah. It looks like it comes out around Easter, lamb-shaped butter.
Oh, so
Butter
it's not a
sculpture.
year-round thing. You got to get it when you can get it.
Maybe.
That's the one thing she remembers about her friends' parents. The lamb.
Oh wait, here's the turkey one.
Oh, that's cool.
Turkey butter.
I like the turkey butter better than the lamb or cow butter.
I wonder if it's like really good butter though, or if you buy this turkey butter, and you put it on like your holiday table where you want a good butter,
I mean, I think
The
that's
fucking
about.
head off
Shitty. It's
first.
like the
That's-
shitty Christmas candy.
No,
I mean,
you
I
cut the
don't
head
think-
off first, Leona.
You
I've
what?
never heard of Keller's butter.
Keller's? No.
Yeah.
Like Helen?
Yeah.
Like Helen Keller's? Yeah, right.
I mean,
Butter that
if the
can't.
tagline is lamb-shaped butter, I don't know if they're going for quality here. So it's probably
Yeah.
just a novelty thing.
Doesn't sound like it.
Well, how much is it, Megan? That's the question. How much is it?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Fucked up. Cut the head off first. Use it for the corn.
That's what would happen. Yeah.
That's what everybody does. Nobody starts at the back. Nobody wants ass butter.
I don't know. You just palm the whole thing and just rub it on the cob.
Oh my God, that was you that posted that thing, right?
Yeah, probably.
Right. That's true. Hey, look, no,
Hey, Nana.
Oh, wow.
Driving in a moving car. Good. That's safe.
And it's still light out. Jesus.
Oh, and if you want to do it at home, you can buy some
Yeah,
molds from
shit.
Amazon. Look at that.
You can buy it at home on Amazon. Is that what you said?
You can buy molds for butter on Amazon.
So you can actually
You have
use
to
good
melt it
butter.
first, though. That sucks, though. You got to melt it and then fucking pour it in a mold. That's not worth it.
You know what sucks?
Yeah.
Shitty butter.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
horrible. Horrible. All right, I think we're done with the butter discussion. Let's move on to the next question. We're only on question 2. I don't know if anybody realizes that. Yeah. Question 2 is going to go to the lovely Leona. Pick a number 1 to 450.
148.
148. Okay. Whew. It's another food question. I'm going to go to the next one.
Okay.
What's the most useless talent that you have? Useless
Breathing.
talents. I might have covered this one before, but we're going to do it again anyway. Useless talent that you've ever had. Go ahead, anybody, jump in.
I have a very long tongue. I'll say it. I'll do it. It's a crowd pleaser.
Doesn't sound useless, Steve.
Yeah, nothing
I
useless.
feel like you
about
have to
that.
show us that, Steve.
Yeah,
I feel like now that you said
it's
that,
you
you
know.
need to prove it.
Touch your nose. Do it.
No.
Oh!
I'll say it out loud. That doesn't seem useless at all.
Yeah, I mean, it depends, right? If the
Steve
Actually,
the Pirate, the most popular
sometimes
guy in high school.
my brother was in high school. I was a very popular middle schooler because of it, but that was about it. Yeah,
Jesus,
I got some
Steve,
popularity.
Started in middle school.
started early.
Yeah.
Steve, can I also suggest your noise making or noise imitating abilities? This is like the
Yes.
one time I'll give you a pass, actually.
I get a pass. All right.
Yeah, you get a pass.
I can do different noises. I loved watching Whose Line Is It Anyway? I learned how to do a goat noise, but the vomit noise was the biggest thing, and the fart noise as well. Big time, dude. Middle school, I was the guy. I was the class clown. People would be like, yo, dude, do the puke noise, or dude, do a fart. So
Can you do them now?
Turn
yeah.
it down.
Well, no, you should be able to hear it.
Let's see.
She was not making the.
Oh yeah, we gotta hear this. We gotta hear this. Uh-oh.
Hold on.
All right.
Let's see. The vomit noise requires a burp.
Wow. Holy shit, that sounded real.
That's impressive.
uh,
I'm
Yeah.
gargling
Why
now.
I
I'm
never-
bad.
so yeah, that's
Go
vomit
rinse your
noise.
mouth.
The vomit noise is impressive, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's especially if you're just like in a voice chat, just talking to people you can't see them. If I do that, people are like, "What the hell was that? Did you seriously just throw up?"
I mean, the
Um,
first time I met Steve online, that's he was doing that, and
First impression.
like within the first 20 minutes, and then I kept thinking, is this guy vomiting all over his keyboard and continuing to play? Because this is the weirdest thing that's ever happened. And I was really grossed out.
He's a
That's a power
hardcore
move.
player. Like he doesn't want to stop. He's into the game. He wants to just keep going. It doesn't matter how sick he gets.
Exactly. He just, I'm in it to win it, for sure.
That's a great useless talent. I love that. That one is useless. The other one, not so much. Who else? Who else has a useless talent that I want to talk about? 'Cause I don't know that I'm trying to think of mine. So
I can turn like my feet out and backwards and like walk like that. My feet.
is there any way you can show us that?
No. I'll show you next time. In person.
Fantastic.
I was actually thinking about this earlier today, and I was debating on whether or not a talent is a skill that I have cultivated or something that I was born with. And like, I have hyperextendable fingers, about as useless as it comes, but it's not necessarily a skill that I have cultivated in any way. But I guess it could qualify.
I think that's the difference between like a skill and like a gift, maybe. I think a skill is something you acquire, where if you're born with something, it's more of a gift,
That makes sense.
you know?
Yep.
Like if you're, musicians, you'll often find that it's the family, like they're all musically inclined. You know what I mean?
Not mine, but yeah.
Are you a musician?
I mean, I sing. That's and yeah, I guess I play the ukulele, but no one else in my family can.
So like certain like things like that get passed down, like you know what I mean?
We're the start of a generation there. It's gonna start with
Yeah,
you.
my friend's family in high school was like that. Her entire family was like
Yeah.
always doing something musically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I agree with that though. We're born, yeah, right. Born with something versus learn something on your own and kind of figured it out.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have any talents at all, so I guess I don't know. I don't know. Sticking with that for a while till I could think of it. Hi, Nana.
I'm struggling. Hold on.
I can hear myself through your speakers.
I think I can hear now.
There
Hi.
you go. There you go. Hi. Welcome, Nana. Nana de Bon Diggities here. I believe you're driving. You're not driving. You're passengering because you don't drive. Right. Is that what is that?
I'm passing. Lynn is driving. She rented a car.
What's that?
Lynn rented a car, so she's
Oh,
driving.
Lynn, welcome back. Welcome back from, yes, of course. Where are you going?
We were out at different watering holes, and now we're going back to. We're dropping Tracy off, and then we're going back to my house.
Fantastic, fantastic. We're talking about useless talents right now. Useless talents that we have. I don't have any talents, so none of them can be useless. Who else? Who else has a talent they want to talk about that?
You have to have some kind of talent, Jeff.
I'm trying to
Everybody
think. I
does.
can't-
Everybody has a useless skill or talent.
I would call
Oh,
hosting karaoke a talent because
I
you're
mean,
good
I
at it.
guess my useless talent, it's pretty useless too. That's a useful one though. That makes people happy. It makes me happy. My useless talent is probably making crappy animated movies. There we go. I knew I had one somewhere. So yeah, that's pretty useless. It's not making me any money. It's not doing anything for me, but occupying my time and giving me happiness and joy. So that it's not useless, but it's useless in the grand scheme of things. How's that? I had one. I knew I had one. Hosting karaoke is like, I don't know if that's a useless talent. That's like, it gives me
That
stress
takes-
relief. It's stress relief.
Yeah, but you were saying that you didn't have any talents, and I would disagree
I
with
was
that.
just joking. I couldn't think. No, right. I have a couple, but most of them are useless.
I mean, by that bar, I would say my ability to sing is useless.
What's useless?
My ability to sing is useless using that bar of measurement.
It's entertaining. It's stress relief. It's all those things. So I agree with that. Like in that way, it's not a useless talent. Same for me with honestly, like for karaoke hosting and all the things that I think I have talents that other people might not agree with are all for my own personal stress relief and like enjoyment. So they're technically not useless.
I mean, would
But
you
in the
say that
grand-
any talent is really useless? Because the whole reason why it's become a talent is because you've invested time in it,
True.
which means you enjoy it to some extent.
Even Steve's fake throwing up talent is entertaining people.
I invested a lot of time on my grandmother's computer perfecting that noise. Okay.
I think those things are great. Like to me, so I read the words useless talent and I'm like, is any talent, I agree, Megan, like is any talent useless? Because if it doesn't provide value to someone else, there's a reason you stop to learn it or to figure it out. So it either provides you with personal entertainment, personal stress relief, personal enjoyment, or it provides other people the same. So I don't know that there's a useless talent unless anybody can argue with that.
Jeff, I mean, my party trick is pretty useless, but it's a neat party trick with my eye crossing thing.
Do
I
it.
can
Show
do.
us, please. And you have to make noise. When you do it.
Oh,
that's
Oh, the party trick. That's a fun party
It's
trick.
even
But
better when
it's
you make the
useless.
noise.
It's absolutely useless.
But it's entertaining to someone. To
Yep,
us just now.
Yeah.
but it's useless.
But
See, but
it's useful in being entertaining.
yeah, I feel like it's entertaining. Like when somebody says, when I read useless party trick or useless entertainment, useless whatever, useless talent is what it said. I feel like any talent you have is worthwhile.
I mean, if nothing else, it serves as an icebreaker.
You imagine walking up to people you don't know just like that. Oh God, I get arrested.
You should do that the next time you host
Locked
karaoke,
up.
Amanda. You
No.
should, somebody come up to sign up for a song, you should just look at them like that. And be like,
Well, I mean, like with a little bit of preface of, a conversation starter.
no, you just start with that. And then
Yeah.
Start with that. Let's see what happens.
Lead wherever it takes you. Go from there.
Exactly. Yes.
I had people last night tell me that I was doing a fantastic job managing the bunch of drunk idiots at
Useless talent right there.
signing up for karaoke. I was like, yeah, it's a little bit like herding cats. They're like, yeah, oh my God. Well,
What about you, Jose? Useless talents? Or are they all useful? Everything you got?
Oh, I can turn dairy into discomfort.
That's
uh,
talent.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good if you want to get rid of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. See, everything has a purpose. Every one of these talents has a purpose. Leona, we need to find a purpose for yours.
I can walk like a penguin, just like the commercial.
See, you could be in a commercial.
Remember the New England Aquarium commercial? Well, some of you might not.
I remember.
I can walk like a penguin. And the feet are like turned that well, I can turn mine back. Not all
Can
of
you
them.
actually, can you clarify that? Can you actually turn them backwards?
I can turn them like this far back.
Wait a minute, wait. So, all right. So feet start off like
So
this.
past
So this is
180.
my feet straight.
Okay, straight on the ground. Those are your feet on the
Yeah,
ground.
flat.
Yeah.
So sideways, I can go back
Okay. Oh my God, like this?
like this.
I don't know if I want to see that.
I can't even do that. I can't do what you're doing right now with my hands. Oh, there we go.
Were you ever a dancer in your lifetime?
No.
No.
See, that's not
I
a
mean,
useless
dance-
talent at all. You could be a dancer with that.
Yeah, I mean, dancers are notoriously flexible even after they stop dancing.
Leona just has stretchy ankles.
Stretchy.
Yeah. Hips maybe. It's like
So you're super flexible. Like that's a good.
not as much as I used to be. I'm sorry, certain ways I'm not as flexible anymore. I'm like, wait, keep going. I'm like, oh wait, you gotta stop here. You gotta stop here.
None of these are useless so far. No. What about you and Lynn there? You guys have useless talents you want to talk about?
Any useless talents you said?
Useless talents, yes.
I can what can you do? I can tie
Hey,
with my phone and when me and girlfriend.
uh-oh. Can't really hear you. I think you might be too.
I would like both of those to be my talent. I'm very loud.
No.
I'm really good at being like really loud, and I feel like that. Actually, no, that's pretty useful sometimes.
It's useful to be loud.
Yeah, karaoke. I don't know. I feel like everything I do well has a purpose. Oh, farting. There we go.
Useless talent.
Is,
That is a
is that a
useless talent.
talent?
Can
I
you
mean,
do
it's
it
a
at
talent.
will? Can you do it now?
Just
On
do it
command?
on
Fart
command,
into
right.
the mic. Do it.
Do it right now. No. Let's see it.
I won't be doing it right now because I just had some Chinese food.
Oh.
And like I don't want to be risking things right now.
You don't want to poop by accident. Yeah, we don't want that.
It's not your car. Just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but Lynn's there and she has to deal with the aftermath. So no, that's not.
I'm sorry, who's
Hi.
Steve.
No one is. We were challenging Nana, but she said no. Just
Sorry.
no.
Do it.
Lynn, we didn't hear.
Straight into the mic.
Time at the Hong Kong. I probably have to.
I don't want it to happen there because I have to deal with it.
It's just fart straight into the mic in Hong Kong. Do it. Do it.
You just
No,
said
I
it.
me to do this. Why are you trying to ask me to do this?
I want because you said it was your talent. I just want. I've
Yeah.
asked almost everyone to do their talents on camera.
I listed other talents that would have been so much less gross. And this
You
is
said
the
I'm
one
loud. No. You said I'm loud and I know
Which we
how to
know.
fart. That's the
Mhm.
two things you said.
I also said karaoke.
But can you fart loud?
Are you gonna sing for us? Like you can't.
Do a
'cause,
loud farter.
It depends on the day. It depends on what I ate. Like you gotta. If you want a certain sound, you need to eat a certain type of.
wow, this is a real talent. This isn't useless anymore.
Yeah, right. This is takes knowledge to understand the type,
I think you've got it down to a
the
science.
quality. Yeah, for the
Mhm.
farting.
Type, the quality.
It was a useless talent.
Next question. We're done with this one. Okay. We're all set with this question. Let's see. PR Thunder 69. Please choose a number 1 to 450.
69. No question.
Of
Let's go.
course. Of course. Eddie's not here. Somebody had to do it.
Mhm.
All right. 69 is if you could replace all of the grass in the world with something else, what would it be?
Tongues.
It's in the grass.
Grass. Yes, grass.
Oh, you
Tongues.
need grass. Absolutely not.
Tongues.
Vegetable garden.
Vegetable
Mhm.
garden.
Tongues?
Mm-hmm.
My understanding was by weed. Native pollinated.
Wait, what? I didn't hear Lynn's answer.
This is like native plants. He's making the planet happy. I'm making me happy.
So you said weed, and she said what? I didn't. We can't hear her far away.
Pollinated.
Oh, pollinated? Is that what you said?
Pollinators. Pollinators. Plants that pollinate.
Pollinates plants that pollinate. Okay. Yes. 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 Got it. All right. I think we've talked about this one time, and I think I said baby seal fur. I'm gonna stick with that.
Some shit about that one day. Don't know why.
I remember having a conversation about not wanting to beat baby seals to death.
I mean, I don't want to kill them. I just want to walk them.
You just want the fur to spontaneously grow instead of grass.
Correct. Yes.
That could work.
Yeah, I don't actually want to walk on dead baby seals. That's gross. But the fur would just grow out of the ground on its own, not attached to an animal. That would be fantastic. Come on, you guys don't want to walk on that?
I mean,
Bare
Never
feet?
felt
it's fine, but all I'm thinking is that looks suspiciously like mold.
Yeah.
You know how like bread mold looks fuzzy?
Oh yeah, you're right.
What looks like mold?
Baby seal
Baby
fur.
seal fur growing out of the ground.
I mean, I don't think I want to walk on fur.
What do you want to walk on? Like glass? Like really?
Tongues.
Did you say tongues?
Yeah, you imagine walking barefoot on tongues?
Like Steve's
Would they
tongue?
be
Yeah, like
actively
a
licking?
wet tongue, a dry tongue. I feel like
Yeah.
we should
Would they be
Steve,
discuss
can you
this.
do that
What's
vomit
the
sound,
texture?
please?
Do the vomit? Oh, because it's gross.
Would they be cat tongues or human tongues? Like there's
Yeah,
a big
right?
difference there.
Okay, let's talk about what kind of tongues you want to walk on, please.
Oh man, that just got harder now.
As somebody that does not
Whale
like their feet
tongues?
wet, no.
Human tongues? Like what are we talking about here?
I mean, cat tongues would be pretty weird.
Oh, gross.
But you imagine the morning
Damn.
dew on a cat tongue.
Giraffe tongues?
Yeah,
They're
big
long and
black
blue.
tongue. Oh my god! Yeah.
Giraffe tongues. Oh, so we're walking through tall grass / giraffe tongues.
Oh, it's even better. Yeah, the longer the grass, the texture and the
Oh,
length and the
giraffe
color of the
tongue.
tongue changes.
Different
I love
varieties
it.
of tongues. Flowers would be whale tongues, you know, they'd be the petals.
Holy shit.
Mhm.
That's why sometimes it's worth repeating questions with different people.
So, yeah, it's short grass. There's gonna be like little cat tongues or something, you know.
Golf courses,
Wide
cat
blade
tongues.
grass could be like dog tongues. Oh Lord.
Wow, this is crazy.
No.
Amanda, what about you? Something normal or something crazy like that?
No, grass is too important. I'm not getting rid of it.
Oh, you just want grass back. You're
I
gonna
just
let
want
regular grass.
real, regular old grass.
Grass
isn't
is
that
actually the
important.
most inefficient yard covering because you have to mow it. So
What's the most
yeah,
efficient?
I'm not kidding. It is the most high maintenance lawn covering because you have to mow
What's-
it.
I'm not mowing
the
it.
And
best?
so
And it does nothing.
Wild
yeah.
grass.
So
Free
there's
range.
And you have to water it,
yeah.
Yeah.
And so
and you have
there's
to trim everything around it.
yeah.
So
And so
Only
basically,
if
there's
you
a-
want
water,
to.
so you have to water it to make it grow faster, and then you have to cut it so it's worthless.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the most high maintenance. But so you can look it up. It's called permaculture. And so some
I don't
people
need
are
to, that's what you're
replacing
here
some people are replacing their lawn grass with vegetable gardens. And so 1, they're cultivating the soil. 2, they're getting a bunch of vegetables. And 3, they can sell the extra at farmers markets. And so their lawns actually make them money.
Oh, I want to do that. Why am I not doing that right now?
See?
No shit. What the hell? I want to do that.
Pretty sure my HOA would be like, no.
You have to
Nope.
take care of that shit. No, you have to take care of it though. You have to fertilize it and water it and grow it and pick it.
But
Fuck
you have to
that.
do
Yeah.
that with lawns too. And so this way you actually get something out of it.
I just gotta mow mine. That's all I gotta
Seems
do.
easier
I don't,
to mow it. Yeah, Steve is right. It seems easier to mow it.
I don't mind
You don't
cutting
have
the
to
grass,
water
you
it?
know? I get to listen to like a book or some music and it's like therapeutic. I get a little bit of exercise and some sun, vitamin C.
You mean vitamin
It's
D?
vitamin D.
Oh, sorry. I'm a pirate. I need,
Vitamin D.
All of the
See?
Actually, like
Guys,
too.
you guys just sound like you're only replacing the grass on your lawn. I'm talking
Yeah.
worldwide.
The world, it's the world. If you could replace all of the grass in the world with something else, what would it be?
Yeah,
So,
tons.
wouldn't you feed like the world if you had fucking vegetable gardens in your grass? You feed everybody.
Yeah, that's what I want
All
to
the
replace
grass.
all the grass with.
All the
Vegetable
grass,
gardens.
vegetables like watermelon. I'd love that. That'd fucking be great.
Yeah, there would be no more starvation, probably.
Maybe some. A lot of that would go bad, wouldn't it? Because no one can pick all the grass in the world.
Mhm.
I mean,
world's
but
not-
but then you'd have an excess of food, which would then get turned into compost, which would then refertilize the ground.
Fair
So
enough.
it would be yourself. I mean, so like back before vehicles, when everyone was still using horse and buggy, in I want to say it was London, but it could have been any big city. They would take all of the horse manure and use it to fertilize vegetable gardens throughout the winter. So it became a useful resource. And then you can do that after you got cars.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to plant gardens instead of grass.
Mhm.
Grass always gets stupid. And people get all like uptight about their grass. Don't walk on my lawn. Like fuck you. Like just plant vegetable gardens. You're fine. Leona, what about you? What would you replace the grass with? Did you already say? I didn't hear you if you did.
No, but I don't really have a thought on this.
So not broken glass like Nana said.
No. Oh my God. Hey.
That would be awful. How do you feel about the vegetable garden idea? Are you on board with that?
Yeah, sure. Feed the world.
Yeah.
Make it a better place.
Should we sing?
Song, right?
I thought of the song also when you said that.
Yeah, close enough.
All right, next question then. Amanda, go ahead. Good number 1 to 450.
Can I get question number 222?
Two. You sure? You sure can. Okay. This is I don't know if this is a question or if it's like a question. Can crows tell do you think, I'm gonna change it. Do you think crows can tell humans apart? I know
Yes.
They can.
Yeah, they
Those are
can.
very smart.
can we talk about crows for a minute then?
My granddad had a pet crow. It was awesome.
What?
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna
crows.
send you
So
this link.
I will say I'll just tell you because I have it. Crows can recognize individual humans and they can hold grudges. They can hold grudges against one person for years.
I believe that's it.
And they can pass down that knowledge to future generations as well.
Fuck
Yeah, I was
crows.
just reading an article about how intelligent crows are, birds in general, from what we initially thought.
They're extremely smart.
I immediately don't like crows.
And they can talk. Like they're the most accurate bird I've ever heard talk. Like parrots have an accent. Crows do not.
What do you mean parrots have an accent?
I know.
Like
Like a Dutch accent?
no, I mean you know when a parrot is talking, but if a crow talks, you would actually think it's a human. I put a YouTube link in the
Wait a minute, wait,
chat.
hold on. What do you mean?
Because, well, parrots, like, they speak to us in our own words, where crows don't.
That's not a real crow, is it?
That is a real crow.
Oh, it is. Hold on. I'm gonna play the sound. I can't play the video because it'll fuck up the whole. Oh no, I can do what I want. I'm recording locally. Hold on. This is great. Let me do this. I can actually do what I want now. All right, here we go. Is everybody ready for this fucking
Yes.
monstrosity? All right, let's do it. Because it doesn't look like a real crow to me.
Who's that Muppet that looks like that bluish Muppet where he's got the big,
Gonzo.
no, it's
There are
not.
there's so many videos of crows talking. There's a crow that says "fuck you."
Like I want that one. That's my favorite one. What's that one? Let's see that.
You can't hear it very well. It's not the
Well, then I
greatest
don't wanna hear
video.
This is Leona. This is what you're talking about, right? You're talking about Gonzo.
No, not Gonzo. It's not Gonzo. He's one of the Muppets. He sits up in
He's
the.
like an eagle, I think.
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
It
Pull
is
up the
in his
crow
name.
and pull up the eagle. I'm telling you.
Well, I want to see a real crow talk because that one seemed fake.
That was not a fake crow. That was a real crow.
It was a real crow, but maybe the voice was dubbed in.
Right. That's what I don't trust that. How do we know?
No, I'll find another one then.
Well, we can
All
put
right,
it on
take a look.
Facebook, and then if it's fake, Facebook will take it down.
Fake book.
If it's
Right.
real and people say it's fake, enough people, Facebook will take it
Yeah,
down.
people will just say it. Yeah. I want to know for sure. Now I'm interested in this. Like this wasn't a question about do we believe that crows can talk, but it feels like that should be the conversation now. I'm creeped out at the fact that they can actually tell humans apart and hold grudges. That bothers me. Fuck crows. And next time I see one, I'm gonna go the other way.
You can also make them friends with you and they will defend your house.
Oh, how do you do that?
How do you become friends
So-
with them?
You can put in a reward system. So I think in the University of Chicago or University in Chicago, I can't remember which, they did a study on crows and they trained wild crows to bring in things like cigarette butts or bottle caps or change or whatever. And they would put them in this little mechanism and the mechanism would put out treats for them afterwards. And so the whole crow community started doing that and they would train them. But then I've also seen stories of normal people just like having crows bring them like foil wrappers or something and they'll give them a treat and then the crow will tell all his buddies and then they'll all decide that this person is their friend, and if they deem anything not their friend to be a threat, they will protect their friend.
Wow.
As in like dive bombing other people.
I no longer like crows.
That's why you have to get them on your team. You have to be their friend.
Team Crow.
Jeff, you need to watch videos of magpies dive bombing people.
Are they crows? Are they the same?
They
Yes.
look like crows that are like have black and white feathers, like
They're a type of
spots
crow.
of, yeah.
Ravens are a type of crow.
Ravens.
Blackbirds are a type of crow. There's a whole variety of crows.
See, this is why collection of crows, what are they called? Is a murder of
A
crows.
murder.
Murder of crows.
Yes.
They kill people. That's right. Because crows kill people. Done.
And that's
You've
why we
seen the
like
movie
Because
The
they hold
Birds?
grudges and they pass them down for generations.
Right, exactly. And they
Yep.
knew that.
Plan coming after you.
They knew that when they made the movie, right? That crows fucking kill people. Crows kill. That's not
as they should.
crows kill. I'm uncomfortable with this conversation. Let's pick another one. Next question. Megan, go ahead.
I pick 357.
357. 357 says everyone hates crows. No, it doesn't. What is this? When would you be born if you could choose to be born at another time? If you could pick when you were born, when would you have chosen to be born? Like what year, I guess, or what time period?
I just not.
I already know mine. I would want to be born in the Old West. It just looks cool in pictures and videos. I know it's probably busted, but
Great for
You would
men.
never take a shower. Kiss showers
Yeah.
goodbye.
what?
Kiss showers goodbye. You'd never take a shower.
Couldn't you just swim in the lake? Like you just wash up in there?
And your clothes are gonna
You mean the
stink
river?
because you have to
Wash up
carry
in
them
it.
around.
You're gonna lose all your teeth.
You could wash your clothes in the river. You don't live
You
that
had
long.
tooth powder back then. They had
You
tooth
don't
powder.
live that long.
That's the best part, probably.
But that you don't live that long?
Yeah.
Of course. I'm
Like,
just a
we
big
only
fan.
know half.
What's that, Steve?
Like we only know half. Like, yeah, we know about what it was like to live back then, but what's it like to live in the future? Like,
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I'd be up
Mhm.
for being born in the year 2100, just to see.
2100.
This
Mhm.
year. Oh no, 2100.
People already thought
2500
they would
for
be
me.
flying cars and stuff, and we haven't. All we have is like the Tesla S Plaid. So
And
it's
VR
like
porn.
we do have VR porn.
I mean, it must just get better from there, I would assume. But
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know, haptic suits. Who knows?
That would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Ready Player 2 right now.
yeah, no, I just finished it finally.
Would
Talk
you
about
agree
the
that the
ending.
ending is weird?
It was a little weird. Yeah.
Okay, here's our trajectory, and oh, that way. Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with the Old West because it was quiet. You could like go sit under a cactus and just like read a book if they existed. Manuscript.
Read a
For all
book
your
of nature.
food.
Book-
Make sure a bear
you have to
didn't
learn
kill
how to
you.
read.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You might not know how to read.
Right?
We're right.
Alright.
Yeah.
Somebody could tell me a story around a campfire. That would be fine.
Yeah, readings for nerds.
Or in
Yeah,
a
fuck
saloon.
Or I could sit in the saloon, just have some whiskey, and then tell stories.
Order shots. Let's go.
Get a
Hey,
whole
that's
ton of
not-
STDs and you can't do anything about it.
Whatever.
Yeah, as
Life expectancy is low anyway.
As a female, I would absolutely not want to live at any point in the past.
Well, no, that's
Same.
horrible. Obviously, you're
Yeah,
right.
I know.
I get why
I-
that. Yes,
Nope.
that makes sense. I'm not thinking of it from that perspective. I'm thinking of it from it's quiet. There's no like, and I fucking work in technology, but like there's no technology. You can just fucking like it's quiet. You could sing at the fucking saloon, so I could still do that.
Or what if you were born in the future and then you just went to Westworld?
That's what we go there. Yes. Hell yeah, right? But yeah, your vacation is Westworld.
Loopholes.
Westworld.
Let's go.
All right, that's fair. I could do that if that exists. Sure, I'll take that if it exists. Yes. Don't people die there though? I haven't watched the whole show. I watched the first 2 episodes, but like people die there, don't they? I don't want to go there.
No, like if you're, I mean, when it's working properly,
Oh.
humans don't die.
Okay. Well then, yes, I want to go
When
there.
does anything properly?
Just like anything else, when it's working properly, it's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go to Westworld in the future when it's working properly. Done. A lot of conditions, but yeah. Okay. Fuck the Old West.
I mean, you can at least look forward to a shower. And, you know, if you break an arm, you probably won't die from infection.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
but you
get
won't be
gangrene.
able to get treated by like cocaine.
This is true. Or snake oil. Yeah.
Oh, no, I was asleep. She fell asleep.
There's ghosts in your blood. Here's some cocaine.
Oh, did you say ghosts in your blood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the 4 humors.
Yep.
It's quiet. I just want quiet sometimes, you know? And it sounds
I-
funny for someone who's really
Go to
loud.
Montana.
Go to Montana.
It's basically the Wild West. It's quiet.
Yep.
I mean, I get it. As soon as I go somewhere, it's loud again. But
Actually, hold on.
Bill Maher had a couple of historians on the other night, and they were talking about like back, before weapons and sports and combat, like people when they before, when there were no guns and blah, blah, when you were hand-to-hand combat, that often people would fight naked because they knew if they got cut through the clothing that they were wearing for X amount of time on end, that they would get an infection.
oh,
Roman,
that makes-
Roman soldiers
dirty.
did that a lot.
That if a piece of
Yeah.
that clothing got stuck into their skin, they would lose a limb or die.
What the hell?
so
So-
I think people should pay attention to that now and just fight naked.
Football
I mean, now they
players
have guns and
naked,
stuff like
naked
that, you know?
football.
Now we've
Let's
got
go.
robots to do all that for us. We just send the robot dogs in and it's fine.
No, Megan. We don't trust robots. They take over the world.
Well, so going back to Montana, so to give you an idea of Montana now,
Yeah.
the entire state of Montana has 1.07 million people in it, and the population of New York alone is 22 million.
Perfect.
Isn't there like more cows to people in Montana?
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. It's
Yeah, I would
actually, I'm
probably,
gonna see what the population density
no, I
is.
mean, I couldn't do that now because I wouldn't have a job. Like I wouldn't be working. I need technology and people to work, but
Working's overrated.
There are 2.65 people per square kilometer in Montana.
you say 2.65 people?
Yes,
It's not a lot of people.
exactly.
It's very few people.
So I've mentioned this before, but I took a 23andMe and an Ancestry.com, and now I have like some half sisters and stuff, right? And one of them, she is 20 years older than me, almost 17, 18 years older than me. And she has a daughter who is a year younger than me, so my niece. And she is a rancher, her and her husband and her family in Montana. And like they're ranchers, they move cattle. It's great. I see the pictures and I'm like, wow, it's crazy.
It sounds fun though. Like it's a lot of work, but it sounds, I would love to be a rancher. Like I don't know. I like people too much though. Unlike Amanda, like we talked about this, right? Like I like people too much for some reason. I don't know why. To be a rancher, but it would be fun to like live there and be in that life.
Or you could be a bartender in a saloon.
See how awesome. would that
Jeff,
be?
I think it would be fun to live there in that life for a week or
day.
two.
For like a week. Yeah.
And then you'd be
Yeah.
like, no, bring me back to the city.
I'd be done, right? I'd be like, oh yeah, fuck this shit. Like I need life. I need
So
civilization.
Westworld, perfect.
Westworld is
Exactly.
perfect. Westworld sounds like my perfect life. Yeah.
I'd
Love
rather not die of
Westworld.
smallpox, thanks.
Westworld when it is functioning properly. Did everyone answer this question? I don't even know.
I personally choose, I like where I live right now, you know, the advent of where we are between like computers and space travel. I'm comfortable with it, you know, I like the level of medical technology that we have too. So, and communication levels as well, learning from the past. I mean, the future might be better. We don't know. Apocalypse at any time, but yeah. So I like now.
So you would choose to be born in the exact same time you were born already.
Yes.
All right. It's fair.
I was gonna say that too, but mine is more of like a blend of like, you know, I got to see it all before it happened, and the transition into, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we used to use payphones, and I hitchhiked before as a kid once in Ireland, you know what I mean? And when I was in Ireland, so I was fortunate enough to spend 2 months when I was 13 years old in Ireland for the summer. And like only one person in the neighborhood had a car, you know, like but even here too, and how things have changed from then till now. Kind of like, wow, such a difference. Hearing
No,
the stories that our grandparents tell, like kids today, they're not going to have those experiences, you know. It's all about technology.
true. It's changed a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me too. It's changed a lot since, yeah, all that shit. You've seen it change and grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
do
you
you guys
also-
think that we'll see? So I feel like right now we're on the verge of seeing I guess the advent of more commercially available space travel and stuff like that. Do you think we'll see that in our lifetime, or do you think technology is going to slow down enough that we'll perpetually be seeing the edge of it until the next generation?
I don't
Do
think
you-
you'll see civilian life space travel. I don't think that. I don't.
On what scale? Scale is a big scale. And
I guess
scope is
I'm
gonna
thinking
be-
like colony on Mars kind of level, because all I keep thinking about is even if there was enough money, where are we going to find the resources, the actual resources to be able to do
It's
that?
an inhabitable planet.
Yeah, I mean, if it ever happens, you'll be old by then.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like old.
So that's why
old.
I'm
Like
I feel like
160.
even though they keep talking about it as though it's like going to be
Yeah,
something
but-
that's going to happen in the near future, I don't feel like it will.
When it's dark,
I feel like it's still pipe dream
you know,
kind of thing.
-300, and when it's bright, it's like 5,000 degrees. Like it's never gonna happen.
No, you would.
Yeah.
I'll be dead, and you'll be like 116.
And I don't honestly, like, I don't even find the appeal in it. Like,
I don't want
I
to
don't
travel
either.
that far.
go to Mount Mars, but like that journey will make you physically sick.
The journey sucks.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, so I keep thinking about all the stuff that Elon Musk is saying, how he wants to, put a colony and stuff on Mars, but it just doesn't actually make any sense.
Yeah, no,
Right
they're
now.
talking through their ass to
And-
fucking sell stocks and make money. And the millionaires
Yeah.
die there.
'Cause
Hopefully
it
they don't
takes,
have a
like,
heart
what-
attack on the way back.
Yeah. It also, it takes 3 months to get there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
ridiculous.
then
Yeah.
also space travel is extremely, well, it's not space travel itself. It's the lack of gravity is really bad on your
Yes.
body. So there's no way, well, they haven't solved that problem yet. Because even if they got to the point where they had enough resources and were able to, shuttle the civilian population over there, they would be putting the entire civilian population at high health risk just to get them
Yes.
there.
What about a moon base? The Nazis did
That's
it.
still the same thing. It was still taking.
The Nazis did it.
That's a great movie. I love that movie. Both, all three of
Definitely
this-
more viable, but what would be the point? Just to it would just be one of those flex things where
Mining-
we could say we just
mining,
did it
they say.
because we could.
Yeah, but you could generate currency and money off of it, just
Right,
be like,
right,
you want to see the moon? Just, pay for it. And then it's just like theme parks. Like, what's the point? Entertainment. It's just, go to the moon for
Just like
fun.
Jurassic Park.
Yes, nothing wrung could happen.
Nothing.
But
What
let's
could
do it.
happen? What bad could happen?
I did one of those
When
little
it's
mini
functional.
jet,
It's fun.
like the little fighter jets. Like, I took one of those rides in Key West, and I went up and it was acrobats, and it was 1G of force, where I was literally we were floating, and I was sick after. I mean, granted, I had been out the night before, but that wouldn't have phased me. I can do this. And I'm a roller coaster, jump out of the airplane person. I was fucking sick. I got off the plane, I walked over to the trailer because it's on an air base, and there was a couch sitting on the deck, and I sat on the steps. And then I had
Well,
to go to my room and go to bed, and I slept for 3 fucking hours afterwards. It just ripped me apart. And the guy
yeah.
on the plane said if he does 2 or 3 of those a day, he's toast. And
Yeah,
did-
well, zero gravity sickness is a thing. It's common among astronauts, and
yeah.
after they get up to the space station, they can sometimes be sick for a long, long time.
Well, how
'Cause they
horrible
just
would
don't
that
get
be,
used to it.
though? To fucking go to visit the moon, like an amusement park, or go to Mars, whatever. We won't even talk about that. But the
Every
amusement parks on
15
the
feet,
moon,
I had to sit down. That's how horrible it was.
that's awful.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Well, that's what I was saying. It doesn't seem like it's worth it to me because there are a lot of things about space travel that we haven't fixed. So one of the things that will make you just feel really weird is the fact that if there's no gravity, all of the blood evenly distributes itself throughout your body. And so, the feeling you get with your head when you hang upside down, that's how it feels all the time in space,
Awful.
constantly.
Awful. Would
It's
never
just
wanna go.
so uncomfortable. And then it can change the shape of your eyeballs. And so you can have different vision when you get back. And it just wrecks your body in so many
But-
ways.
Also, on the contrary, though, so the same thing with the first flight travel, people motion sickness, all of a sudden, big deal, right? It's same thing with boats, seasickness, big deal. Clearly, we're gonna come up with some sort of concoction that will help mitigate those effects. So you'll take some sort of space pill that will just allow you to endure.
Some intergalactic Dramamine.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I mean, I feel like
So-
it's one thing to manage nauseousness, but it's a whole other thing to fight gravity because your bones actually just kind of can turn to jelly if you spend too much time in space.
I mean, I've
Because
seen the
Your
extent,
body's like, well, I
so-
guess we don't need bones anymore because there's no gravity. That's
Well, yeah. And then they'll
We
just
don't
hang
have
you
the
on hooks
technology
and-
yet to do it.
yeah, we just do not have the technology. I mean, unless they made a centrifugal force kind of space station, which they just haven't done yet. I
Then
can
we
see that.
become all the fucking humans in Wally. we're just blonde.
That movie
Little
terrifies
space
me.
chairs, just beep beep.
I'm halfway
Yeah.
there.
Okay, there, you gotta go.
Yeah.
I'll be right
We
back.
don't need to walk. Walking is for losers.
Yeah, you never have to walk again. It's like, whew. Wow,
Actually,
was
you
the
know what?
question? I don't even know.
That makes me think,
What the fuck?
how did the population keep increasing in Wally if everyone was in these chairs all the time?
I
They
mean,
did.
artificial insemination.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
God.
maybe there's like milking machines.
Milking machines. Same thing. Yeah.
I'm sorry I asked that question.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Lesson
You knew what the
learned.
answer was going to be.
No, I wasn't
Jose.
thinking about it that much. I was just
There's-
thinking there wouldn't be any more population. But
There's some sentient Disney robot that just goes around milking dudes and then just throwing it into somebody else.
You know, it's just like what we saw the other day on other day.
What were you watching the other day, Steve?
Well, what movie did I watch the other day? It was with Tom Hardy in it. Everyone's racing cars. What was that?
Were you just watching NASCAR?
was that
Almost.
the Fast and, no, not Fast and Furious.
Oh, I saw that.
Fury Road. Fury Road.
Oh,
where
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
basically
Fury Road?
had
Cars.
That's
Gosh.
right.
cars in like air quotes with spikes.
Ciao.
and Witness me.
Battle
you know?
machines.
Yeah.
Oh, we went there. We
Oh,
went
yeah.
there when Eddie's not here. That's rare.
I mean, they did just have them hooked up to machines at that point. That's, you know.
Exactly. When would you be born if you could choose to be born at another time? I think we killed this one. All right, next question. I think. Who hasn't picked a number yet? Did everybody here so far pick a number? Yeah. I guess it's me. 11. Where's 11? Right after 10.
And before 12.
If it always had to be daytime or nighttime, which one would you choose and why? If it always had to be daytime or nighttime, which one would you choose and why?
Daytime.
I'll repeat the question when Leona comes back too, but daytime, yeah?
Yeah.
Wait,
Daytime.
Amanda, you too, yeah?
Yeah. Just
You get a lot of
just because
suicides
of
of those
those-
at night all the time.
That's
Oh.
population control.
the vitamin D. Or
Vitamin,
C for
Yeah.
pirates.
vitamin,
Vitamin C for pirates. We don't know our alphabet.
Yeah.
right? No, that makes sense. Nighttime's depressing sometimes. Not, I mean, not right this second.
I mean, the
Um,
nighttime's just dangerous. And I love the night, but I feel like perpetual daytime is probably the most feasible thing to deal with.
Could be. Leona, the question is, if it always had to be nighttime or always daytime, which one would you choose and why?
Oh, I think it would have to be day, unfortunately,
That's how I feel.
And why? Question.
because I get more done during the day. I like the long days, and you can pull. I have blackout blinds. You know, I do sleep till noon on nice days after working real hard. So, you know, yeah, just it's the dark would just be no. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have curtains on my window, and I slept till 3 today, so.
Really?
I use an eye mask, like the travel eye mask things. Oh, wait. And they work fine.
Yeah, no, I just use exhaustion.
That's valid.
You might have heard of it. It's a thing.
No, I mean, night all the time would be depressing. Like you can black out your room, or you can put something over your eyes, or yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't grow shit at night without like
Oh,
special
good point. We couldn't have veggie grass. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it would
Tongue
take a whole lot
grass.
more energy just to like have society function because we need lights everywhere.
Mhm.
And
Hmm.
also like
Mhm.
it would just be unpleasant, I think.
It's unsafe.
This doesn't sound like we disagree. Like anybody disagrees. This isn't even an argument.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's
you know
true.
what? I'm not saying that night would be better. I'm just saying if society existed at night all the time, I bet you we would come up with like day domes or something like that, and they would be parks that were artificially lit as a daytime kind of thing, and you'd have to pay to get into them.
It's artificially lit.
Come get lit.
Oh my god.
There'd be an entry fee. So like these
I can't
people would
believe you
build
just
day
named
domes.
them day domes.
There's
Like
a
they're
cover.
done. Day domes. That's what they are.
They don't.
It's a day dome.
Hey, what are you doing tonight? Going to the fucking day dome? What's up? Trying
Come
to
on,
get
day
lit?
drinking, bro. Yeah.
But then if it was consistently day all the time, I think myths would start to would start to come into existence about mysteries of the night, you know? Like things would hide in the darkness and people would think that the
Yes.
darkness housed living things, like a horror movie.
Like crows.
You've gone full circle.
Like already
Wait.
exists.
Fucking
Have you seen
crows
Schitt's
at
Creek,
night.
Jeff?
What do crows do at night? Have I done what?
Have you seen Schitt's Creek?
Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah.
The crows.
Yep, the
Love
crows.
it, you.
Fuck crows. I hate them, and if I see them from now on, I'm going to scare them away or throw things at them.
No,
Oh
because
yeah, make them mad. They remember.
They'll attack me forever. That's right.
Yeah,
Follow
they'll
you
hold a
home.
grudge.
And your family.
Is that like the shark and Jaws? Like they just fucking try to wherever you go, the same crow follows you. Doesn't matter what side of the world you're on. That fucking crow just shows up at your door like.
Well, Jeff, I mean, if they're telling their crow friends that you're a friend, then they can probably tell their crow friends that you're not a friend.
They're crow.
And also
And
your,
I can
their crow family. The crow
I can
kids.
teach it how to say fuck you, Jeff.
What? How to
I
say
can
fuck you
say-
in crow? Because I already know how to do that in human. Okay?
No, it'll actually tell you that. It'll say fuck you.
Oh, I want to learn that in crow. There's got to be a way. Is that a YouTube video too?
I mean, there's a video of a crow saying fuck you or fuck
I'm gonna
off, I
learn how
think.
to say fuck you in crow. So when I go outside, I'll be like, fuck you.
Sound like a parrot.
Whatever, same. All right, next question. We're back to the beginning again. Steve, I think you were first because you were the newest special guest. So go ahead, pick another number.
300.
300?
Yep.
Okay. 300. What could you talk about for 30 minutes with absolutely no preparation?
IT support.
Yeah. I could probably do that too. I
That
was
sounds
thinking
depressing.
crows, but I was thinking crows.
Crows, butter.
Yeah.
Butter and crows and yeah, all the other
You
shit
have
that
30
I'm
minutes of your
Travel.
time to talk about butter.
Outrageous customers.
What, Leona?
Outrageous customers.
Outrageous customers. That's true.
Shit
You
I've
could do
seen.
that. That would be easy. You could write at least 3 books on that. At least.
How to file a patent with the USPTO or
30 minutes?
Magic the Gathering.
For
Yeah.
30, yeah, for 30 minutes. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Really? Okay.
Yep. Or Magic the
Uh,
Gathering or Pokemon, probably, or video games.
Definitely video games.
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
most video games.
You can stop paying attention. I'll keep talking about it.
I just ordered like a crab grilled cheese. It's like a
Ooh.
Well, that sounds good.
cheese with like Fontana cheese, bacon and relish with like corn.
What? Where did you get that?
The Lower Mills pub. Was it Fontina cheese? Fontina.
Cheese, yeah.
Yeah. A corn relish, bacon. It's a little spicy. It's a little sweet. So like
Really good.
sourdough. It's amazing.
I could talk about all my problems with Uber Eats for 30 minutes.
I deleted them. I went to Grubhub, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Apple
Had to go somewhere
support.
else.
There we go.
What's that? What'd you say? Apple support?
Apple support. Oh my God.
Worse.
The support in quotations.
Yes. Air quotes for sure. Yeah.
Supposed support.
I don't even own an Apple device. And I can go on.
Yeah. Yeah, they're terrible. It's true.
Did you work for Apple?
Nope.
No. So how do you know so much about it?
You've just had to deal with them, haven't you?
I have had, for my job, I had to learn how to operate a Mac computer. I've also had to learn how to operate an iPhone. And I've also had to call them and work with them on multiple occasions. And I say work, I had to give them the solution to their own problem
Yeah.
and tell them how, like, it's like, come on, like, I understand we're both in IT support here, but like, just, I've already done them. It's like when you call when you call your internet service provider, from my opinion, I'm like, yes, I've already turned off the router and turned it back on. I've done the same thing with the modem.
Yes.
I've talked to my neighbor. They are also having a problem. It's like, let's just skip to step 5.
Yes.
Yep.
So what kind of phone do you have now if you don't have an iPhone?
I have the Google Pixel phone.
Okay. Very seldom do I meet iPhone people who switch back.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to do an iPhone next, actually, just because I want to just play both sides of the field. I want to know everything. I love technology as it is, but I've never had to be like forced for an extended period of time to use an iPhone. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't subscribe to either one ecosystem exclusively. So I can jump back and forth. It's no big deal. And so I kind of want to do the next iPhone when once I finish paying off this phone.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I have an iPhone and I actually wouldn't use anything else, but I still feel like Apple fucking sucks when it comes to support.
Yeah.
They're the worst. And I only
Also, I feel like,
go ahead.
go ahead. I feel like the price point for entry into any cell phone is getting ridiculous now too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to pay $1,000-$1,200 for a cell phone ever.
No.
But you don't have to. You don't have to. Like, I use the Motorola's. They're cheap. I actually.
Yeah, but I mean, the
SE.
fact that that's what they're pricing it at now, like when they used to be $600, $700, $800, and now they're like, that was a few years ago, and now they're $1,000 to $1,200, and the technology itself hasn't really changed that much. It's just like an improvement on the existing technology. I think it's ridiculous.
Yes.
I'm never going to pay for a brand new model. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the guys has like $1,000 phone now too.
What's that? Leona, I didn't hear it.
Samsung or something. They have $1,000 phone at like curved screen, and then they have a new flip phone.
Those are closer to $2,000.
$1,000 phone is like the stupidest thing that I've ever heard of, but we all fucking get them, and they all end up on your phone plan. And you're like, oh yeah, I lost my phone, and people are like, oh my god, it's $1,000 phone. And you're like, oh my god, is it? Because it's on your phone plan, and you don't even think about it anymore.
I mean, like my current phone is it's an 8S, which I think when I bought it, it was like a generation behind the current one. I think.
Yep.
Like 4 years ago, I think.
And I have the same one you do, the 8S. Yep.
And it works like, just fine now.
Yeah, it does.
And
it's fine.
Like I'm gonna use this until it dies, and then I'll buy the next phone I buy is going to be a generation behind the current one.
Because it's less expensive, even though it's still like $800.
Yep.
Yeah.
The good thing about that with Apple though is like, yeah, you can get an 8S. You can get an 8S today, a couple $100s, right? Apple still supports it. This phone, this is a Pixel 4. It came out a year ago. It will lose support in 2 years, which means they're not going to do updates for it. But yeah, your 8S is what, 4 or 5 years old, still pushes updates for it. I support iMacs at my job, and I remember looking one up for this lady the other day. It is 10 years old, and there's still updates for it.
Right. No, and that's what Apple, and that's where Apple's good. Like their support sucks, but their updates and all that is good. Like yeah.
But I stopped doing the software updates for my phone because I know that planned obsolescence is a thing, and I don't want the operating system to overtake the amount of memory in my phone so much that it slows it down. So I haven't updated the software in my phone for a while now, for a couple updates, and it works just as well as the day I got it.
You're giving up, you're a security risk at that point.
You're giving up security in favor of that, correct? Yeah, and but that's the trade-off. You have to, for it to keep working, you have to do that. Public service announcement, everybody that's watching, you have to give up security to get functionality without replacing your phone.
Or
Yeah, but
just
I'm also
don't
like
go
not downloading
to-
new apps and stuff anyway. So
Yeah, just apps off the that aren't on the respective Play Store or Apple Store. You're not going to like I want porn.de just to get your fix. So
and one thing I do like about Apple is that usually any new apps come out on the App Store first. At least that's the way it used to work. I don't know if that's still the case.
Depends what you're using, really.
But
But
well,
yeah,
I mean, like
mostly.
usually if if an app came out and it was a brand new app that someone had just developed, usually it would come out on the Apple Store
Right.
first, and then it would come out on like the Google Play Store or whatever.
yeah, oh yeah, that's
After.
still like that. Still like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you have market share like that, yeah, you make the rules. And
Yeah.
they do.
So what could you talk about for 30 minutes with absolutely no preparation at all? Did everybody answer that, or do you?
I think they just did it live.
Yeah, I think we did.
Exactly. It just happened for 30 minutes. All right, next question. Leona, go ahead.
27.
27. See, it was proof. We just proved the point. Okay, what is your favorite? I'll be right back. What is your favorite non-alcoholic beverage? Talk about it for a while, for like 3 minutes.
Mine is a virgin mojito.
Non-alcohol.
Monster Zero.
I did
Anything
say
with
seltzer
caffeine.
water.
Or a virgin pina colada.
No, really, I have to go to the bathroom, so you have to talk for like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
We're trying. Why
this
are
is
you
hard. Yeah,
trying?
way to get to us like the
Hold on a
hardest
second.
question. Liquid death. That's good shit though. That's the carbonated version, right?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
The carbonated water, I could do at any point in time. It's good stuff. It's just I don't want to pay for it. You know, I don't want to pay for bottled water, but I really enjoy carbonated water.
You can there's a
Get a
machine you
soda
can do that
stream.
yourself. Yeah, exactly. Get a soda stream.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I just, that's
I
also
I
more
got
money.
one during quarantine. I like it.
Yeah, that's what another one of my customers said too, that during quarantine they got it because they were spending so much on soda water and tonic,
Fuck it.
Yeah, I
Water.
considered it for a while, and I just kind of forgot about it. But
They just had it on special on Prime Day,
no,
half price or something.
And you missed out.
And you can
Rip.
get the canister refills at like Target and Walmart for $15-16. So you
I've
just
been
bring in
debating
your
on whether or not to
empty.
cancel my Amazon Prime, actually. But
Join with a family member if you can.
well, I already provide family member status for someone else, which is part of the reason I haven't yet. I'd trade it for access to their Netflix, so I feel like it's a decent trade-off.
Oh yeah, actually. Yeah, I'd have to go with water. The elixir of life. So
Are we struggling? Is that the problem? Can't just.
You're
yeah, it's like,
struggling.
shit, like what?
I mean,
Come on, like what else other than alcohol is there really to drink out there?
There's not a
Coffee,
lot. Water,
Oh,
soda,
tea,
tea,
juices.
coffee,
Virgin pina coladas
Juice.
and mojitos. Hello.
I just
virgin
No, it's
pina
not worth it
coladas,
without the
mojitos.
alcohol.
Wait,
it's
how
not
do you
worth
make a
it. Yeah.
virgin mojito?
Soda water,
yeah.
mint, sugar or simple syrup, lime, lots of lime,
Okay.
maybe a splash.
There was a
It's like go
There
get
was a
daiquiri without the
restaurant-
liquor. It's like, what's the point?
there was a restaurant when I lived in the DC area that would put like a stick of sugarcane in their mojitos, and that was
Mhm.
kind of cool.
Mhm.
But one thing I guess because of quarantine, I've started to like rethink how I think of stuff that I used to buy, like Starbucks drinks and things like that, which I haven't bought in forever. And I started making them at home, but I started thinking of them as coffee flavored milk instead of like coffee drinks, and it has changed everything because it's like this much milk and like this much espresso. So it's really just coffee flavored milk and not a coffee drink.
Mhm.
Latte.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, instant espresso has changed my life. like the powdered
In-
stuff.
Yeah, put
espresso?
it in brownies, change your life.
Hold on, I've got it right.
Steve, I hear that about a lot of things. You put it in brownies and it changes your life. I don't know.
I could go for a lot of things for sure.
Where is it? Yeah, jeez, highlights it.
Megan, I think Megan went to go get something.
Yeah, no, I walked into my
Powdered
kitchen and my
espresso?
lights were off.
Oh, the espresso, the
Yeah, this stuff.
espresso. Trying to get the questions to reload too.
Yeah, you put that in brownies, like it's like I think it's like a teaspoon
Yeah,
per
it's a
like however how much you
teaspoon
make.
for 3 ounces of water, and it makes a shot of espresso.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you put that in
amazing.
brownies, it like boom,
And
explodes
brownies
the
that
fucking
wake you
flavor.
up. Yes.
Or hot chocolate, even like a teaspoon of it in hot chocolate.
We had people that you would, okay, so I used to work at this company called Amedisys. It's a home health company, and they used to provide both coffee and hot chocolate at like the break stations, if you will, little break rooms and whatnot. And I wasn't into it because it's my first job right out of college, and so they're just like, yeah, no, you do a little bit of coffee and a little bit of the hot chocolate, and it's amazing. And I was just like, y'all are crazy. But now I'm just like, why did I not do that?
And
Well,
it's like,
so
Sounds
I
amazing.
will say that like drip coffee and hot chocolate, I hate that combination because drip coffee tastes different than this. Like there's something about the espresso flavor and hot chocolate that is way different. It's way better.
Yeah, I mean that's how Starbucks makes their mocha. They use espresso
Yeah.
and chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll put like a couple of teaspoons of this in milk and then make a like iced macchiato or something. Put some caramel syrup in it, sauce, whatever. It's perfect. It's
Sounds
nice.
delicious to me. Sounds good to me. All right. I left you guys with the non-alcoholic question long enough. Who has Jose, is it your turn? Leona, you just did one, right?
yes, I did.
All right. Jose, go ahead.
369.
Of course. Amanda, where are you? You're supposed to sing. In the bathroom, yes.
Fine.
I understand you're in the bathroom. I get it. Sorry, I didn't have to tell the entire world, but I did. Ooh, this is deep. This one's deep. What do you think happens to you when you die? Wow, this Google's having trouble tonight. Google's giving me a hard time. I think that happens when you die. Google gives you a hard time.
I'll preface
Google
it.
stops working when you die.
No, Google is actually every time I make a change, it's like, do you want to reload? I'm like, yes, I fucking made a change. So yeah, what do you think happens to you when you die? That's the question.
I know a guy who thinks he knows what happens when you die. Great start to a meeting that we were having at that same company, Amedisys, right? And we were talking about like, and I think like that was right when one of those planes got lost over some ocean, like a Malaysia flight, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, so it's just like, it's a whole bunch of panic, and then boom, blackness, you don't know anything, right? It's like, yeah, it all sucks, and then it's all darkness, right? And we were all just like, that's a really dark thought, and we're getting ready to have a meeting about development and QA. But okay, yeah, great, Rufus. Yeah. So I don't know. I've thought about it actually a little bit lately, and it's just like, why not?
Do you
Is it
agree with that? You
just-
think it's just like it sucks and then it's darkness?
I guess I don't have any other reason to believe otherwise.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I haven't seen any evidence to the contrary.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that either. I actually would like to think that it's something else. But no, it probably sucks and then it's dark. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody believe differently than that? Like, does anybody like feel like
I do. I mean, I like
Right.
to believe that when you die, there's just this calmness and overwhelming feeling of love. you know, and all your worries and all your cares wash away, and you're with everyone that you love, but the love is different. Like, you know, like people who have, you know, couple wives, you don't have your wives up there fighting over you in heaven because your love has evolved. You know, it's just love. It's just, and you know, you can choose if you want to come back or you can stay. You know, this is the journey to God's land, I guess.
Your version's way better than the rest of ours. Which
Yeah,
By
yeah.
far. Oh
Because
my
why
god.
not? Because why
Oh,
not?
wait a minute. Can I
You know?
ask a question about what you said?
Yeah.
So if you come back, what do? You're just like hanging out, like watching people sing karaoke, like in Hong Kong.
Do
Wait.
you know that you were at that place
Right.
and came back?
That's my question. And
I don't think so.
your
I don't
idea of
know.
it, like, do you know what's happening when you come back? Like, what is that like?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like I didn't think that way. Like I once read, and it kind of made a lot of sense to me at the time that that the struggles that you face in life, you know, they're what brings you closer to God. So the more pain that you endure in your present, you know, it elevates your experience, I guess, in heaven. I don't know. I mean, kind of made sense then. I haven't really thought much about it since.
I mean, it's way better than just everything's fucking gone. Like that,
Mhm.
if that's the thing. Like I have no beliefs in any, like we've talked about this before. Like I don't have a lot of beliefs like that, but like people that do, I feel like it's more comforting than just like everything's gone. Just like shuts off.
I mean,
I feel like that's better to believe something else.
Yeah, and it's, you know, gives you something to look forward to rather than to fear.
Right. Yep.
You know, in your darkest days, at least it gives you
Yeah.
something instead of like, I'm gonna go into the black hole and never come out, and it's
Never
over.
come out. Yes.
it's not so much that it's like you've never come out. Like for me, it's kind of like, okay, so like you have eternity, right? It's like I cannot picture that. So it's like I go and I'm in heaven and like there's no end to anything, like and nothing changes. Like that's almost scary in its own right. I would almost prefer it's like, you know what? Yep, like boom, lights out, and I no longer exist and I don't know anything. Like ever. And I'm like, actually, I am more at peace with that than I am going into heaven and being like, okay, there's this like all being God, and it's like, and then there's no end ever. And there's just like an eternity. I'm like, I can't fathom that.
But that eternity is supposed to be good.
True.
Whatever it is. Whatever.
I don't know.
Unless you're going the other way.
Yeah. Yeah. True that.
Then your eternity sucks.
Forever, literally. Yeah.
So don't be a shitty person, everyone.
Jesus loves you.
Just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a couple thoughts about that. Like, I feel like if we were to, I guess, move on, we would also have to implicitly believe that as humans, we were special enough to deserve that treatment, I guess.
Right.
Which,
the good treatment.
yeah, that could be a good or bad thing. But then also, I'm just throwing this out there. There's also the multiverse theory of the universe.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's kind of fun to think about the possibility that, you know, if we die, maybe we go to a different universe. But there's no way to prove it.
That's way
I
more
don't
fun.
know.
That's way more fun than it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't necessarily believe in either of that, but it's fun to think about.
Yeah.
Ponder.
Like,
Or
so
like
much
the
of it is
whole-
fun to think about. Like, there's a lot that's fun to think about. I don't like.
Yeah. Because I mean, I just personally haven't seen any evidence to prove anything one way or the other. But I'm also not arrogant enough to say, well, it absolutely doesn't exist, because I also haven't seen anything that disproves it, you know?
Right.
So it is what it is, and I'm not going to know the answer, and I'm okay with that.
Jose, how do you feel about that? You've been quiet. You're looking at your phone or something, trying to figure it out. I don't know what
Yes.
you're doing. It doesn't
Ordered
matter
a
what
crab
you're
grilled
doing.
cheese.
It doesn't matter what you're doing, but how do you feel about it?
Oh, well, you know, I take medication and not think about this stuff, so I'm kind of checked out right now.
That's fine. You don't have to think about it then. I don't want to force anyone to think about anything they don't want to think about. Amanda, you've been also quiet. I don't know.
I mean, I am on the, it's,
medication side?
you're dead. You're dead. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
I hope we're wrong. I hope those of us who feel that way are wrong. I'm okay with the all happy heaven feeling, and I'm okay with the multiverse idea. But yeah.
And you're always worthy, Megan.
What's that?
I said you're always worthy.
True. Next question.
Yeah, I'd like to. No,
Amanda.
let me just tack on to the end of
Oh, do whatever you want,
this
Amanda.
question.
You're-
No, I would like to think that it doesn't matter if I believe or don't believe I'm a good enough person, that I'll get to a better place if it's out there.
Fair. You're better than I
And
am.
you will.
You're better than me,
You know.
if anything.
So,
Okay. Who the hell is next? I don't even care. Shout out a number. Doesn't matter.
271.
What?
271.
Got it. 271. Where's 271? Dun. Okay, something a little less like dire. Can you solve a Rubik's Cube?
No.
No.
Can you solve a Rubik's Cube?
No.
It's very simple. It's an easy one. You can or you can't. There's
The
no
Rubik's Cubes is easy, you said?
no.
Has
no,
anyone
no.
tried to learn the formula? There's a formula for learning how
No.
for solving it.
No, fuck that.
Thank
Like-
you.
I used to take the fucking thing apart and put it back together. Like
Change the stickers, yeah.
all right, peel the
You
stickers
know
off.
what, Steve? I never don't fucking know. I've never taken the stickers off, but I did take the cubes apart and put them back together in the same order that they were. And then I didn't know if I fucked it up, so I could never play it again. Because I just like literally took it all apart and like put the cubes back together with the right colors. And I was like, did I fuck up some like magic formula that you can't now turn it and fuck it and make it? No, I don't know. Fuck Rubik's Cube.
I
can't
recently
do it.
saw a video of this guy who he started with 2 Rubik's cubes, and one started out, set where all the colors were correct and they were all on the same side. And then he messed everything, he mixed it all up, and then he studied it for a little while. And then he took the other Rubik's Cube, which was started at the same spot where all the colors were on the correct side. And then he messed with it to match the one that he had messed up earlier.
Ooh.
That's a
He did it
different-
backwards.
Wow.
That's a
did
whole
it
different
backwards. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Creating a-
did it
yeah, no,
backwards.
that's different. Yeah, that's a different challenge, but that's interesting too. I've never heard of anybody doing that. Yeah.
That I think qualifies as a useless skill.
Yes.
What? No, entertainment.
Definitely.
Value.
Very entertaining.
Amen.
I mean, he did make a successful YouTube video out of it, but as far as having any useful purpose outside of making a YouTube video, I think it's fairly useless.
That's a
Yeah, but I
really-
feel like that's equivalent to playing Uno. Like turn 3 times left, turn 4 times 5 to the right.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That is,
Memorization.
no, I agree. That's a useless skill as well. But and also, yeah, a Rubik's Cube to me was always a weird fucking like people. It used to piss me off when people could do it.
It was a
'Cause I never
math
believed
nerd
that they could
trend.
do it. No, I don't even believe that they could do it. I don't believe anybody has ever done it. I think they always either moved the stickers, like Steve said, or they fucking took it apart.
No, there's a formula. There's like an actual movement formula to solve a Rubik's Cube, no matter what configuration it's in when you start.
Sure,
It's
there is.
definitely
Did anybody
useless,
ever
though.
try the triangle one? It was like a triangle version.
My nephew
Why?
has like all the different versions. I think he has actually solved a Rubik's Cube.
Your nephew's
Um,
like a genius anyway.
I believe Justin Bieber can actually solve Rubik's
Fuck
Cubes very
him.
quickly.
We're not in no.
No way.
Fuck Justin
Yep.
Bieber.
Yep.
That would
I'm
also
gonna say
qualify
it
as a
out
useless
loud.
skill for
Fuck
him.
Justin Bieber. Just another celebrity we can't have on the show. Fuck Justin Bieber.
I don't want him on the show.
No, I don't either. Yeah. Fuck him. That's it.
I'm okay with not having him on the show.
Justin
kinda
Bieber
brings
will
the
never be here.
depth
Shannon Doherty
to
will
the
never be
useless.
here. Kelly Clarkson will probably never want to be here. Like our
That's
list
okay.
of celebrities is growing.
Yeah.
Bob Saget's too nice to be here now. I don't know. Gilbert Gottfried, though, he can come anytime he wants.
Oh gosh, as long as he doesn't say his name over and over again, I'm okay with that. Oh,
Oh no, he does that. Yeah, Steve, we actually have had all those people connected to us at some point.
not live.
Not live, not
As a
live. Video
qualification.
recordings, right? Video recordings. We'll have Megan share those with you at some point
Yeah.
Perfect.
if she wants to. All right. What was the question? I forget. Sorry.
Rubik's cubes.
Oh, Rubik's Cube, whatever.
Yeah, fuck them.
Leona, did you ever solve a Rubik's Cube?
No,
Do you ever want to?
no.
Jose? What about
Nothing
you?
like that. I would just want to throw it across the room after a certain amount of time.
Agreed. If you take it apart, it's easy to fucking complete.
It's useless. There's nothing useful about it. Nobody's gonna stick a gun to your head like, hey, I'm gonna pull this fucking trigger unless you solve this Rubik's Cube right the fuck now.
I mean,
You
hopefully
have
not.
2 minutes. Like, that's not gonna happen.
I don't know.
I
I hope.
tend to think of Rubik's cubes and lava lamps and magic 8 balls like all in the same like trend.
Nah,
thing.
magic 8 balls are pretty fucking cool.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. I was gonna say, whoa. Magic 8 balls are pretty dope though. Was
Yeah,
actually a lot of fun.
I just didn't expect you to pull one out right this second.
Yeah, that made it so much better. But yeah, magic.
I mean, it's a fact that they were hugely trendy and not the most useless thing to have around other than like a little bit of novelty. You know, I had a lava lamp when I was a kid,
Wait,
but
hold
I
on,
don't
hold on.
anymore.
I'm,
Hold on,
I'm
go ahead.
asking you a question.
Go ahead, Jose.
Um,
What is it?
Is Mega
That's
Ryan
supposed to shake them.
outlook good?
Oh shit.
You know
Look,
how many people?
My
you know
8
how
ball
many
told me I
people
didn't have COVID, and it was right.
You know how many people I didn't date because of the Magic 8 Ball? Like,
Or mood
like,
rings.
should I date this person? No.
Like, you know how
I
many
can
people I
live without
dated
mood
because I
rings.
didn't listen to the Magic 8 Ball? Too many.
You could be born at any time. No, I'm just kidding. Would it be the time the Magic 8 Ball was created?
No, it would be before then, but I'd bring the Magic 8 Ball with me.
Oh shit.
And then you'd invent it, and then you'd make everything come full circle.
No, I'd just use it to fuck with people.
Or that.
I'm not
We've got
that
time.
smart, okay?
We got time for 2 more questions. 2 more questions we're gonna do, and then we get the bonus question, and then we're done, and then we've all had fun and great. So the next number.
Before
somebody-
that, I also have a lava lamp. It's just not
not
taken
accessible.
out and plugged in.
Not
It's
accessible.
not sitting
Not
right
accessible.
at his
To
hip.
the show right now.
It's not
What-
sitting on my bed like
What
my 8 ball.
colors is it? What are the colors?
Oh, I want to know that.
Oh, so the liquid is like a bluish color, and the lava part is purple.
Nice.
I had a
I
red
had
and orange one.
Stardust lamp when I was a teenager, which was like a lava lamp, except it was glitter on the inside. And this
Yeah, I remember those. Or the
swooshed
black light
around.
posters. Do
Huh?
you guys remember the black light posters?
Yep.
Or just black lights in general?
Oh, I had one of those.
I
Yeah.
remember the New Kids on the Block glow in the dark t-shirt and short set that I had as a preteen.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Lava lights are only $14 on Amazon.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, they're
They've
not
come
like
down a lot. Come down a lot.
I might get one
Uh,
just to make
what I
me
want to know is, does a lava lamp have actual lava in it?
No, it's wax.
No, I understand.
Because I took mine apart one time.
I didn't know. I actually,
Yeah,
You know
it says wax and quote unquote liquid. I love
I
it.
actually didn't know it was wax, but I knew it wasn't lava.
Yeah, it's wax that melts because of the heat of the light bulb.
That makes
This is
sense.
blue and green. This is perfect. These are
Yeah.
my favorite colors. Let's
And
go.
And then the heated liquid makes it float to the top, and then it cools down, and it goes back, and it just keeps going. Science, you know.
Science.
Oh wait, where was I? Oh, next question. Who? Just numbers. Anybody? Shout it out. Who cares?
Number 1.
Number 1.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh my God, number 1.
Have we ever chosen number one?
I don't know. I don't
Yes,
think
I choose it.
so. You have before. I'm sure. Okay, number 1. Oh, I can't even get there. All right, are you ready? We ready for this one? This is a scary.
Yes.
I'm scared of this one. I can't find it. Hold on. Oh, there it is.
You
What?
can't find number one.
No, I can't. It's at the top. What would you do to scare Scooby and the gang away from your treasure?
Ooh.
Ask them what they think happens when they die.
I would smoke a lot of weed so they would think it was a skunk.
They would like that.
And then they would run from the skunk.
Weed smells like skunk.
No. They wouldn't run away. Shaggy would be like,
Shaggy would be like,
Yeah. Shaggy would be like, oh, I know that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Scooby
no,
would join.
Shaggy
you
would
know.
be completely coming towards you instead of away from you.
Yep.
Yeah.
"Mm,
What would you do to scare Scooby and the gang away from your treasure?
Well, you can't
I-
be like a ghost because they'll just run after you.
Right.
I think I'd blow up their van. Put a car bomb on their
Terrorists.
van.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
As
terrorism!
long as-
Jesus.
I would
Qualifications.
just
They would
cut their
not
tires.
be in the van.
They would not be in the van when I blew it up. Yes.
They would not be
That's
in the
nice.
van.
That's nice. I would not kill them, but I would blow up their van.
Because even if they wanted to come after me, they couldn't because they didn't have a van.
Put sugar in their gas tank. slash
Or
the
I didn't. I
tires,
forgot about that.
No,
Yeah, I
man,
mean,
no, we don't need to do that. We just blew it up.
car bomb.
Destroy it. Just like it.
I mean,
Oh my
there's a
God.
little bit of fear that has to come with scaring them, but
None of the
You know.
Scooby villains were ever that diabolical. You're just gonna blow their shit up. Like
Yeah.
nobody did that.
I mean, they're animated cartoons.
Are
They'll
they?
probably just
Should be
bounce
so
off the wall.
harmless.
But in this, they're real people, and you just blew up a car.
I don't want to go back to a past question. I do though. But the supernatural episode with Scooby Doo fucking was great. I don't know if you guys saw that one. I
Mhm.
jumped ahead in time. I haven't seen that season yet, but there was a supernatural episode with the Scooby Doo people where they were sucked into the TV.
Yep.
And they were part of a Scooby Doo episode, and like people were really dying in real life. Spoiler.
I don't remember that. I don't think I ever saw that one.
That's the only future episode I've seen since season 2 or 3. But like that's all you need to do to get rid of Scooby and the gang is like actually kill people around them, and they just run away because they're afraid. Not
I
that
mean,
I'm
they
killing
are
people.
all teenagers,
Oh my
aren't they?
God.
They're teenagers. That's all they are.
Aren't they
Like,
high school students?
I think
All you gotta do is actually kill people. That's a quote. Just want to put that out there.
I'm
All you
not
gotta
gonna do
do.
Maybe put a dismembered horse head in their bed or something, or in their van.
Or Scooby's head in their bed.
Jesus.
I didn't say that. I did not say
No,
that.
that'll scare him, Jose. That'll scare him.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
make him play Phasmophobia or
Can I-
something, but Jesus,
Can I just
alright,
say,
I'll lose.
Jose, can I just say that actually rhymes if you look at the hashtag I'm putting in the comments in the chat right now? Scooby's head in your bed.
Oh my God.
Scooby's head in your bed.
Scooby's head in your bed. Yeah, that would scare the hell out of fucking Shaggy. He would just be like, "Zoinks! I gotta go." Like
He would probably just go into a deep depression and never come out of his room ever again because his best
Just look-
friend Scooby would
he used to be able to do that voice. I
Or
used to
he'd
be able to do
lose his
Shaggy voice.
mind and like kill the rest of the gang because he thinks that they're at fault for this, and it'd do the work for you. All you gotta do is just behead
Oh
Scooby.
God.
Steve, did you just link to the Scooby mask?
Yeah, it's a Scooby head. You can put in someone's bed. Yeah.
It's a Scooby
Boom.
head. That's great.
Oh my God.
Scoobies. Ruby's Scoobies. Without mask. That's great. Yeah, no, I think that's the way to get rid of the Scooby gang is just kill Scooby and fucking shove his
Or
head in
just
the bed.
commit all of your crimes with that mask on, so then they'd wonder why Scooby was committing all of the bad crimes.
Why is Scooby murdering everyone?
Oh my god, that would work. All right, so you wear the Scooby
Alright.
mask and you commit a bunch of crimes, and then they'll come after Scooby and they'll put him down.
They would take him to the vet.
Oh,
I feel like Scooby doesn't deserve any of this.
Poor Scooby.
You know who does though? Scrappy.
Yes.
Right.
Have
No,
you
you know what?
seen that movie? Oh my
that
God.
was awful. That was horrible.
Scrappy's a jerk. No one
Scrappy
likes
deserves
Scrappy.
it. Yeah.
No, you're talking about the actual live, the first live action Scooby movie.
Oh yeah. Like Zombie Island or something
where
like
they
that.
made
Yeah.
fucking Scrappy like the devil. Like
Yeah.
yeah, that's why my daughter won't watch any Scooby Doo now because of that fucking movie. Like she
What?
watched that movie and she was like, "What the?" She didn't say this, but she was like, "What the fuck is this?" And like Scrappy, like I don't give a fuck if I'm spoiling it. It's a 30-year-old movie. Scrappy like grows the size of a giant, and he's like, "I'm going to kill you all," and he fucking tries to kill the whole Scooby gang. Like no
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Doesn't he like take a
Remember
drug?
that.
It's like a gas or something.
I don't
The
know.
gas
He
that
actually,
Yeah, it's
that
a
turns
gas
everything
that,
into
like-
monsters.
It
Maybe.
turns them into monsters and it's like sedate college kids.
but he
Yeah.
actually like Scrappy actually grew the size of like fucking King Kong, and
Yeah.
then like tried to kill everyone. And she was like, "I am now terrified of Scooby Doo." Like she would never was worried. She loved Scooby Doo, watched all the fucking cartoons, and then we watched that movie, and she's like, "Fuck Scooby Doo." She didn't say it. She thought it. She was like, "Fuck Scooby Doo. I'm never gonna watch this again." And she has not watched a single Scooby Doo anything since then. Because that movie was fucking terrifying. Fuck Scrappy
Oh.
Doo. No, fuck Scrappy Doo. He's a fucking asshole.
Shot. Boom.
Shut
You
up.
know what? Yeah, I'll drink to that.
Yeah, me too. I got right here. Yep. Cheers. Fuck,
Yeah, me
fuck
too.
Scrappy Doo. He's a dick.
He's a dick.
And Steve's drinking out of the bottle, which is great.
I'm a pirate.
It's a power move. Definitely is.
I just put another Scrappy Doo comment here. Fuck Scrappy Doo. Done. Next question.
Oh my gosh.
One more. We got one more
Let's
to
all
go.
go 450 because we went one.
Did you say 50?
450.
450. Got it.
Faux
All right.
fitty.
Last question, and then we're gonna do a bonus question of some sort or some kind. And then
Owner question.
what?
What?
Someone was offering. Oh, here we go.
That was great.
I still don't know what the fuck you said, but it was funny apparently. All right. If someone was offering $1,000 for a karaoke contest, what song could you kill? What song would you sing that you would win the contest? Hands down, you fucking won.
Billionaire.
Billionaire. Really? Now I want to hear that shit.
He does a very nice job.
Does he? You've heard it?
Agreed.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
So you're coming this
Whole
minute
room
today to
sings
see Billionaire.
along.
Like when Leona sings along, I know I'm doing a good job.
I mean, when Leona sings along, we all know we're doing a good job because she doesn't sing that often.
I think I'd have
No.
to choose Love is a Losing Game, Amy Winehouse. Probably.
Which one?
Love is a Losing Game.
Nice.
I don't have one. I would lose.
You would not lose. You know what? I've heard you sing as much as you're not on the stage. I have heard you sing, and you can sing fucking anything that you know and that you love.
That's it. I gotta love it.
Got to be one. There's got to be one that you would sing on stage that you would win this $1,000 contest. It's $1,000.
I have no idea.
You don't know which one, really?
No. No.
All right. Well, wait. We'll think about it.
No, wait.
Amanda?
Just you guys are karaoke singers. This is your question.
No. I'm moving on, but I'm going to come back to you.
Okay.
Amanda.
Fat Bottom Girls.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I'll go with
Steve?
that.
Well, she's thinking about it, Steve.
I have never sung karaoke in my 31-year life.
What?
Wow. Holy
Yep.
shit.
Karaoke virgin, guys.
You should come to the Hong Kong and
You don't
pop
live
karaoke
you-
cherry.
wait a minute. Well, I don't know where you live. You don't live near us, do you? You don't have to tell us
I would
where,
have to
but
take a train straight north. Wait,
should
no,
do that.
straight east, but still.
you should
um,
totally do that.
If you ever come to Boston, I'll take you to the Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do karaoke night. We're gonna get you to sing at least one time. Never.
Yeah, it's an experience for sure.
But let's just say like you were like singing, you were in the, oh, so this is what I do. So you're in a car, you're driving, you're in the desert, you're by yourself, you're all alone, you have the top down, that you're in a convertible. I don't know if you know this, but the top's down, you're driving through the desert, the fucking sand is behind you. Like, what would you be singing out loud by yourself in the car? That is the song you would win $1,000 for.
Let's see. Actually, it's where is it? No, it's a day to remember.
I started this by saying you wouldn't be on the spot and no one would call on you, but I'm going to do that right now. But
Duper said it in the chat.
I did, and then I'll.
Yeah, it's a day to remember. What's their number one song, Duper? Don't let me look it up.
But while you're looking it up, I will say like mine would be something ridiculously stupid. I've never won $1,000 contest, but I have won $250 regularly, weekly, monthly. I mean, not weekly.
Downfall of Us All. Yes, that one.
Who sings that?
A Day to Remember.
Oh, all right.
That would be it, straight up. Yeah, because that song came out like I think right after I finished high school, and like I was just like, man, I really don't know what music I like. And then I had a Zune. I didn't have an iPod yet, or I had just got an iPod, but also I got a Zune as well from Microsoft, and they were like, yeah, get Zune Music.
Yep.
Yeah,
you're right.
And so it was like, yeah, so Zune Music was just like pay, and everything that you can listen to on Zune, you can just download to your Zune, no big deal, for like $10 a month. And I'm in college, like $10 a month for all the music I want, bet. And so yeah, I got up on that, and then it was like, you'll really like this A Day to Remember band. And then this album had just dropped, and I was like, I love this shit. And yeah, Downfall of Us All was like their single that came out, and I was like, hell yeah, that. I can't wait in my own car.
I can't wait till you come to Boston for karaoke and you sing that song, because that's what if I'm hosting, that's what I'm going to make you sing.
All right.
You have to make sure it's in the database.
Right?
Though.
Will we have it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to check this week just to make sure.
I don't think we do. I feel like I've looked up
check it out just to make sure.
Yeah, I had two songs I wanted to try. We don't have either one of them.
We can get them, Leona. I don't know if you know, but you work there, so we'll get the songs that you want.
They just need to do a generation update, because I feel like they don't have any songs past like 2012.
They do, but it's been specific like requests by people, so we need to like just.
Yeah, we don't have any Olivia Rodrigo. We don't have WAP.
We need to just put some songs on a list, and we could probably get them. So that's that, and I think my songs are stupid, so like I just have fun with them, and I don't care. So mine would be some ridiculous Britney Spears song, or like whatever, Christina Aguilera. It'd be like Genie in a Bottle or something fucking stupid, and I would probably lose, but I would have fun losing. So that's
well, and I've said this before, that I feel like the key to a successful karaoke experience is the enthusiasm of the performance, not necessarily the vocal ability. However, I will put a disclaimer for that guy that was there last week, who I literally did not recognize the song that he was singing because he was so drunk. And it was Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You."
Oh yeah, that one. And so,
oh, no way, really?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you were there actually, Leona. I don't know. Oh, you weren't there.
I was?
You were there.
I don't think
you
Leona
were
was there last.
She was the other day.
It was 2 weeks ago.
It was 2 weeks ago, Megan. Yes. No,
yeah, it was 2 weeks ago on a Wednesday.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, and I remember that. And
you shouted him out of the bar.
You shamed him out of the bar.
I think I did. I might have done that.
Yeah, what did you say?
I don't know what I said, but it's probably somebody recorded it and reported it. I don't know. I don't remember what I said, but I probably shamed him out of the bar unintentionally.
As you should.
Good job.
Sometimes
you
I
can't recognize one of the most recognizable Whitney Houston songs because
I remember now, but I probably said something like that because I do that sometimes. I don't mean to, but sometimes I just say shit. But I mean,
you were also like 7 drinks in at the time, so.
Stop it. Stop it now. Okay. But I also last Thursday sang, Eddie made me sing I'll Be by Edmund McCain, which I haven't sang because it's his song. And I feel like I think I did pretty good. I think, Amanda, were you there, Amanda? I don't remember who was there
I was
anymore.
not
Leona,
there.
you
No,
were.
she wasn't.
You were though, but I feel like I fucking did pretty good on that one.
You
think I
did
nailed
actually. You did.
that. I don't feel like I nail a lot of songs, but I feel like I did okay on that one. I feel like for me, the songs I sing are songs that the crowd wants to sing with me, which is always helpful. Because I can't always hear myself, which is fine. But I feel like that song, I enjoyed that, and I think I did okay. I think I did good. So maybe I would do that one.
That's a good karaoke song in general.
It doesn't feel like it because people usually like the upbeat karaoke songs, but like that one people actually enjoy, and I don't know why. So I think that's what I would do.
I feel like that song has a good nostalgic feeling.
Yeah, that's you know what, and that's half of karaoke is like nostalgic. Like I love this song. I don't care who's singing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy it with this person, whatever they're doing. So that's where I do best. Like when the crowd is like, I love this, I'm going to sing with you. And I'm like, please, so you can drown me out.
That's why like Britney, like classic Britney Spears and NSYNC and Backstreet Boys are always successful.
I'm pretty sure I did every one of those on Thursday last week.
Yeah, but they're all like, you also don't want to hear 10 of them in a row, you know? So got to sprinkle them strategically.
Correct.
And I want it that way. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Always want it that way.
Yeah, I wanted that way used to be like my safe song when I was like crossfaded out of my mind.
Exactly. See? And that is episode 65 of Karaoke Host Q&A.
And bye.
We made it, and bye. We made it. Don't go away though, because we're gonna keep streaming, so it doesn't matter. The recording is the only thing that changes. I don't know why I'm even wasting time stopping recording and starting recording anymore, but I'm doing it because it's what we've done. So we're gonna stop recording. We're gonna start recording, but we are streaming right through to the bonus question. So everybody say goodbye to the recording, I guess, because the live is still happening. Just say goodbye.
Bye, recording.
Hi.
Just do it because it's nice.
You're not my dad.
Dad, I got me.
I love that you said that and then I stopped. Okay. And we are still live on Twitch though. We are still streaming. So I have not figured out the who's this I want to say Duper Man, but it's not. It's like
it's Duper.
That's Duper Man.
It's Duper.
Man, fantastic. And the Project Manhattan's here with hearts and fucking arrows. I missed this because I was talking too much.
It's Project Manhattan is Steve.
Oh, Steve. Thank God.
Yeah.
Right.
Duper was invited.
Oh.
He was one of the
show
invitees.
Where are they? Where is he?
He got here too late, so he's just participating in chat.
Okay, it's fine. It's okay to participate in chat. All right, so now I know Project Manhattan is Steve. Welcome to chat over here to my left. So now we have to do a bonus question, which I have not prepared. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I have a picture or something, and I feel like I'm ill prepared for the bonus question. Amanda, do you have a bonus question?
No.
I need something. Oh,
Why don't you pick Eddie's number 69?
We could do 69 or we could do riddles again.
I picked 69 already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I think we did 69.
We can do riddles. We can do Never Have I Ever. We can do song lyrics. You guys pick. Like, you guys decide what you want to do. Do you want to do music trivia?
I'll be right back, but I will be listening.
All right. Music trivia, anyone?
I vote for Never Have I Ever. I don't think I've done that on this
I
show
don't know
yet.
how to play Never Have I Ever, actually. I'm not sure I appropriately know how to play. I'm just going to say that whoever has ever play how to play Never Have I Ever. I don't want to.
How many fingers are we doing? Wait, that didn't sound right.
Do you know how to play?
Yeah.
Tell us how to play, and then we'll do it.
Okay. So I guess we can do one hand probably to make it short. This is how I remember playing. I haven't played in a long time. But I'll say something like, never have I ever smoked marijuana. And so everyone who's done that will put a finger up. And then the first person to get to 5 loses.
All right. So if you've done it, you put your finger up?
Yes, because the point is that I'm saying never have I ever,
Got
and
it.
then everyone else who's done that will
But
say,
I'm
"Oh,
the
I've
only
done
one
that."
reading, so I can't. Can I not play because I'm reading the questions?
No, I mean you make them up.
I mean, they're
The
here.
questions.
They're in front of me. I'm not actually making them up. They're
Which is good.
Oh.
No, you can 100% play, Jeff.
okay.
Yeah.
This is never have I ever for. Oh fuck! I want to find an adult version, not like a kid's version. Here we go. Never have I ever questions for adults. That's what it says. Okay.
Sounds terrifying.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna do it. I don't even know what they are. I didn't look at them. I'm gonna say right now, I didn't look at them. I'm gonna start recording. So every time you've done something, you put a finger up. Is that what you're
Can we
saying?
wait
Megan?
for Pirate Steve so we can see his
We're gonna
face?
wait for Steve. We're gonna wait for Steve. But so
I mean, it doesn't
So-
really matter if you've seen the questions or not, because I mean, it won't
Either
change
way,
whether or
or
not
I
you've
have-
done them.
right. But there's 20. There's like 10 of them here. So
Okay,
actually,
so we've got 10 fingers then, I think.
there's actually 20 of them. But let's do 10 though. Let's do 10. We'll do the first 10, and I'm gonna wait for Steve. But so basically, I'm gonna read a statement, and if you've done it, you put one finger up. Correct? Okay.
Yes.
I'm
And
gonna
I
start
think this can
recording.
also be turned into a drinking game.
It
I
can.
think.
It says that here actually.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
I don't-
start
yeah,
recording
we're not.
again because I'm not. We're back for the bonus segment of Karaoke Host Q&A episode 65. We're gonna play a little game that we like to call Never Have I Ever, and by we like to call it, it's just the fucking name of the game. All right, so we're gonna read some statements. We're gonna read 10 statements, and if you've done this thing, hold one finger up. You have 10 fingers, I hope. If you don't, I apologize for assuming. Everyone has two hands here, right, tonight? Just checking. And I'm not joking. I'm like literally asking that because some people don't. Okay, everybody has 10 fingers here. So I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna go 10 questions, and if you've done it, you put your finger up. If you've done the second thing, you put your finger up. Third thing, whatever. You guys get it. By the 10th question, whoever has the most fingers up wins or loses. Megan, I don't know how that works.
Loses, yeah. Steve's probably played it more recently than I have.
Oh,
I love
Person
this
with the
game
least-
so much.
so the person with the least fingers up wins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The goal is to get everyone else to have all of their fingers up except for yourself. Like that's how
I
you
mean-
win.
Right, but we're all like, okay. Here we go. Never have I ever slept outside while drunk. So if you've done it, if you've slept outside drunk, put a finger up.
Define outside.
Yeah.
Outside in the fucking open air.
No,
I've slept at a tent drunk.
I mean,
A tent is outside.
that counts.
Yeah,
I don't know. Fuck, I'll put a finger up for that.
I
Where
feel
do
like
you-
whoever has the first 10 up should be the winners because everyone else is like,
I've lived a
It's
life,
fine.
damn it. Yeah. No.
And I don't disagree, but I think it's the game is
Okay.
that you're supposed to not put your fingers up.
okay.
Okay. Never have I ever drunk whiskey like water.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Is it like chugging?
Leona was there when I
I
did
thought
that.
this was America.
Peanut
Amen,
butter
brother.
whiskey is like water, right?
Megan's
Is it
already
peanut-
won. Look at her. Look at her.
Leona, is peanut butter whiskey water? I don't know.
I mean, the way you
Yes,
drink it,
I-
it was.
Yes. Never have I ever drunk called someone. Oh, I haven't done that. Fuck that.
All throughout high school. All throughout.
Megan, no fingers at all? Really?
Nope.
What?
Zero.
Never drunk called? I call bullshit.
Nobody-
I have
No
I've only
way.
been
One-
drunk like 4 times in my entire life, and I hated it every single time.
All right. Never have I ever gone to the wrong house while drunk. Fuck.
Not that I remember. Though,
My Lyft
right?
app. My Lyft app fucking gives me away on that. One time it happened, but I can't say no. Have I ever, never have I ever played a sport while drinking.
Nope.
I didn't do that. I didn't fucking,
Beer pong sport. Got him.
no, beer pong's not a sport.
Oh, what? It requires
You mean like an
skill
actual
and
sport?
finesse.
Like a sport, baseball, football, hockey, wrestling. I don't know.
Bowling.
Yeah.
Does bowling count?
Bowling is not a fucking sport.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
that's the whole question in itself. But yeah.
Bowling's not a sport, Amanda.
Yes,
Come
it
on.
is. There is a
it?
professional league for it. It qualifies as a
Oh, fuck
sport.
that. Does anyone think bowling's a sport? Raise your other finger.
Other finger. What, this one? Sorry.
Fine, bowling's included. Okay, it's up to you guys.
Either way,
As
my
Duper
finger's
says,
still out.
you gotta aim. Okay.
Never
Wait,
have I
wait.
ever.
Just like when I take a piss.
Never
Is
have I
pissing a
ever
sport?
blamed. Wait, what?
It's just like when I take a piss. It's pissing a sport because I'm definitely not drunk.
You
Well,
gotta aim.
Aim. That's right. But we do. They don't. Some of us don't.
We can all sit down though.
We could all sit down. Never
Sitting's
have
for
I
quitters.
ever. Oh my God! Can I read the fucking question?
No.
Never have I ever blamed drinking for something I said.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Uh,
How does she have
This is-
0? It's a shit.
this one isn't fair, really. Never have I ever had a pregnancy scare. I added that one because I have on the other side. All right. Never have
Need
I
some non-alcoholic fucking questions for Mega over there.
no, right? Have you had 0 so far? Never
Yeah.
have I ever.
Because she's the fact checker. She's, she's super protective.
I got this.
I'm really type A.
Never have I ever drank while riding public transportation.
Oop.
Megan, put a
Wait,
finger up because lift counts.
like-
You were with me one night. You drank at the Hong Kong till 2 a.m. and you got in a fucking lift with me. Put a finger up.
Yes, but
Yes.
I was probably sober by that point.
You weren't.
Oh, you lived in DC. I'm sure
She
you
has like
drank
one
on
drink
the fucking
actually. Now I
subway.
get it.
You were close.
No.
You were close. You were
Not in
maybe over by
DC.
them, but not yet.
What?
But isn't the question like drinking on?
While riding. Oh,
Yeah.
while riding. Oh,
Either way, my
Yeah,
fingers
definitely
are-
not.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
that one away too.
I'm
I'll
not
take that one away.
like. I feel like that's the situation where you're like pulling out a hip flask while you're riding the bus.
Yeah, I didn't do that either. So I
Been
took
there,
it.
done that.
I
No.
mean,
Alright.
yeah. Straight out the
Never
bottle,
have
let's go.
I ever passed out from drinking.
Are you fucking
I don't
kidding
think
me?
I passed out from drinking.
This is
I-
bullshit, okay?
What do you think you do? What do you
He's
think
up
you did
by
yesterday?
one. He's
You
like,
know,
wow,
and you
please
passed
ask me a
out.
question.
You pass out from drinking every time you leave the Hong Kong.
I don't.
I mean, I've
me.
passed out on the
Yes, you do.
tee. I've passed out
No, I don't.
in a public restroom. Like, I don't know
I
where
don't
I haven't
pass out. I
passed
get
out.
home and then I go to bed.
Yeah, but you're not really sleeping. You're passing out.
I'm not passing out. I'm
You
sleeping.
are too passing out.
Well, I
You
feel
were-
like
you're
if
not
I
you
am your
pass
bartender.
out,
I know what you drink.
Have you been with me? Because that's something I don't remember.
if you
What?
pass out, I feel like it needs to be qualified as in like you're
feel
not
like I would
passing out in
remember.
your own bed.
Yeah. And I've
No,
definitely-
no, there's a difference when you're drunk and you're like,
All right.
Yeah.
So I always come home. I'll actually get ready for bed. I never like just go home and fall into bed and fucking sleep. I always like change clothes. Like that would be passing out.
okay,
I
fine.
just never change. I always, every single time, have changed clothes before I go to bed.
Yeah, I've definitely fallen asleep face down on the living room couch with like one shoe untied.
In your own vomit. Yeah. Steve, what does that sound like?
What does what sound?
Vomit?
Puking?
Yeah,
Like that?
that was close. Yeah. All right. Never have I ever. Wait, we're at 10 now? Whatever. I'm just
No.
gonna
We're at
I'm gonna
8.
do all 20.
think.
So you have to be honest.
Man.
Never have I ever changed the light bulb by myself. Obviously, you change the light bulb.
What? Oh.
Never have you-
Wow! Hey, she has
Wow.
one! Holy shit!
She has fingers.
What?
I
Oh, you
have changed the
light bulb.
light bulb.
Of course you
Okay,
changed the light bulb.
bitches.
Never have I ever fallen over due to drinking. I've never fallen. I've
What?
never
I
fallen.
totally
I've never
have.
fallen.
Yep. Bet.
This is
Say
why
that.
I
I've
quit drinking,
I've
people.
stumbled, but I've never fallen over.
I've never fallen. I've stumbled but never fallen.
So I think I win, right?
Ever-
Do I win?
No,
Yeah.
you lose.
No, Jose,
I
we're
think
gonna
I
go to
win.
20. We're gonna go
Am I
to
winning?
never have I. You have to be
Alright.
honest, but we're gonna go to 20. You never have I
Yeah,
ever.
but he's got 10 fingers, so he's out.
No, he's not out. He's gonna go to 20.
Okay.
Never have I ever opened a bottle with another bottle.
I've been a part of that. Yeah.
How do you even do that?
No, he hasn't.
It's- It's really cool. I've had other people
Just
help me
re-
with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta hold it upside down and
Yep.
That's fine. You can reset your fingers. Just be honest about where you are. Okay.
Or you can hold all of your toes out and use your
I
fingers.
don't know if I've done that. I may have done that once.
Open a
but
bottle with a bottle.
I don't remember.
Never have I ever drunk alone. I mean, obviously, I fucking drink alone. I'm doing it practically now.
Archie's got 2 fingers.
Okay.
Megan, you lush you.
Fine.
Hello.
Shame
Hold
on
on.
me.
Shame.
Never have I ever drunk. Is it drunk or it says drunk? To gain.
That's right.
I'm reading it out loud. Never have I ever drunk to gain confidence.
Oh, as a waiter, hell yeah, bet.
I mean, can
I don't.
how
need
many
it.
fingers can I put up for that one?
Yeah, right. Jesus
Always one.
Christ.
I don't need it for that shit, so I'm good.
No.
Okay. Never have I ever eaten oysters. I fucking had them 2 days ago. God damn it.
Char grilled. Mwah.
I love oysters. I would eat them every fucking day, even if they're
Were they
Char
raw?
grilled with some cheese.
even if they're alive when you eat them, which is what we discovered a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because if they're dead,
never
then
have
you're
I
fucked.
ever chugged a beer in 10 seconds and then puked. No, I've never done that.
I've actually never thrown up. I've seen other people do it. I know how it's done, but I've chugged
I
beer
threw
and
up
actually
one
never threw.
time drinking, and it was in Italy, and I was a fucking tequila, and I'll never drink tequila again unless I have to.
I love tequila, but I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Never have I ever done a body shot.
Given or taken?
Doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters
wait,
based on
is
how
it-
that question is worded.
I've done both. Is
Steve,
that
what?
2?
Did you say given or taken?
Yeah, I've done both. I've
I
been
think-
the body that a shot was taken off of. I've also taken a shot off of someone else's body.
Okay, fair
I've
enough.
actually never done a body shot.
Just one. You only have to put one finger up for that.
Yeah, it only
Okay.
still counts as one finger.
Thank
Have you ever?
Christ.
Never have I ever been skinny dipping.
Fuck, 5.
It says it's a rite of passage on the thing.
I did. Wait, how
No, it
how
doesn't.
old were
Actually,
you
it
when you did it? I think I was 6.
6?
Yeah, I went with
Jesus.
my family
What?
in the river at night.
I mean, I've done it a few times.
I was 20 first time.
It was all us girls. We all went together. It was fun.
That wasn't my experience. Okay. Never have I ever voted in an election.
What?
I mean,
Oh yeah, no, I've voted. Yeah.
and I voted. All right, that is the last one. So, Amanda, how many do you have?
13.
I have 10. You see them? Steve,
16.
you're winning, so losing, or so winning. I don't know. Megan,
7.
7. Leona,
Nerd.
15.
Jose,
16.
Megan, you win. Who had the
But
most?
Well,
Who
I
had the
guess in all
most?
fairness, like a lot of those questions had to do with alcohol related things, but most of
They
my life
did.
experience has not been alcohol related.
That's fair. That's fair.
So
Um,
if you asked me if I started a bar fight, I would have to say yes.
I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, I
Uh,
wonder what I wish I was there. Was I there? I wasn't there for that.
No,
I
this
mean,
was
she-
in Nashville.
She can tell the story again, I think. If she
I
wants
would love to hear how a sober person started a bar fight.
Megan, would you be willing
As a
to tell that
bartender
story
who
again?
sees a lot of bar fights, I would like to know how this happened.
Would you be willing to tell that story on camera,
Yes.
on video again? Go ahead.
Yes. Also, I managed to not be in said bar fight, so I started it. And
Just
let it
started
happen.
and walked away.
Um, so I was in this really
Love it.
crowded bar and this live band was playing, and this this woman was standing next to me. I didn't know who she was, but there was this man who would not leave her alone, and he was being really, really obnoxious, and she was obviously really uncomfortable. And the band even at one point stopped and was like, "Hey, like, is he with you?" Because he was obviously making everyone really uncomfortable, and he wouldn't stop. So I grabbed his sleeve and I like yanked him away, and he was so drunk that he stumbled into the crowd. And then he started, he like got escorted out by security because the band stopped playing, and the band was like, "What the hell is going on?" And then the band said, like, "Anyone else want to participate?" And then the moment they said that, some guy across the room threw a drink at another guy and they started punching each other and a whole bar fight broke out. And then security had to escort all of them out. And that is a story about how I started a bar fight and did not participate in it.
Good job.
There you have it. There's the story.
Moral of the story is watch out for your fellow ladies. And the men will be escorted out by security all on their own.
And also, the story how Mego Maego won Never Have I Ever.
That too.
And that is the actual end of episode 65 of Karaoke Host Q&A. We're going to disconnect. We're going to stop the live. We're going to stop recording. Steve, don't hang up because we do still stay for a minute just to say goodbye to each other, like off camera. But yeah, say goodbye to everybody in the world.
Hi, everybody.
Bye, everybody in the world.
All 5 people watching. We're going to stop